Hey everybody! I was just finishing up getting ready and then I got distracted by all of the Sakura stuff that's coming out for Sakura season. Because last year, Lint came out with a Sakura chocolate that was delicious, and I didn't buy enough to last me till this year. So now I have to buy more when it finally comes out. Hopefully, that will be soon. I haven't seen anybody talking about it or selling it, so I've been kind of looking for it every chance I get. So tonight we are going to be playing Pokemon Scarlet specifically. The game did kind of start on its own because I guess there was an update or something that was going on. And for those who can't guess, we are cosplaying Raven tonight, so that's fun. But yeah, so this is going to be a brand new playthrough. I guess we're going to start off with this Burnett right here. Maybe we should start off with her. We are very pale. I wonder if we should start out with the blonde. Yeah, we'll start with the blonde. We did with the last one too. We're gonna make our name Cece, as usual. We could have made it Raven, but it wouldn't have made sense next time. Oh, okay, change hairstyle. Alright. We started with the blonde, but let's see. Let's see. Oh, what is that face we're making? What is that face we were making? Alright. Can we look at the sides? We can. Alright. This is the part that's going to take me the longest. In case you don't know, I am very, very slow at making my characters. So, if you want to lurk and then tune back in, I won't blame you. So, oops. Let's see, short crop, a pixie cut. That's kind of cute. Oh, we could do space buns. I don't know. Do the ace. Oh, I thought it was gonna be more like this hair we have on, but it was not. The space buns are my first choice, but I think for now we might stick. Oh no, I don't like the back of that. Oh, we're gonna go with the space buns. But I did like the. Where did it go? This one. I did like this one, so I might go with that one. Ponytail's fine, but I think we're gonna go with this long bob. Alright, now we can make it whatever color we want. Let's see, we could have blue hair, we could have green hair. Nice. Could make it Scarlet, like the name of the game. That could be pretty cool. Let's see. Lavender, blue, green. I just noticed that our tie is orange. So I think I might try to match it with that. What color hair should we have? Go for this wine red or a pink brown color. They don't really seem to have a color that's close to my natural one. I know, Raven. I was actually going to do something different with Raven today. And can you be Beast Boy? Aw. It depends which version of Beast Boy. Because throughout most of the beginning of the original Teen Titans, he was an annoying little shit. So, finger guns for days. But yeah, I was originally going to do something different with the costume today, and wow. I don't agree, but whatever. But the thing that I ordered that came in was the wrong size, so I was unable to do that. So we had to go with standard Raven today, which is fine. I won't be standing up because I didn't put on my my tights, and so I don't want it riding up. And I don't want anybody to see nothing. So, we don't have legs today. We do not have legs today. But we are kind of high up. Wow, 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 wow. We are kind of high up. I do like the purple, but for some reason the camera picks it up weird. Let me try to turn it down a smidge so that we're a little less vibrantly purple. So usually my light is like a nice warm light, but we turned it on purple for this. How's my day been? It's been fine. I got a call that woke me up out of my sleep to be like, hey, in case you hear that something happened on where your family lives, because it's on that exact street, they're all fine, and it was just some dude firing a gun in the air and not actually at anybody. So that was fun. Not sure how I would have found that out organically, but everybody's fine, so that's cool. We were trying to pick a color, and I was debating going with the pink hair. I think I might go with the pink hair. I think the pink works. I don't like that my eyebrows are not the same color. That's kind of annoying. I think I can change that. Yes. Please tell me I can change my eyebrows. Or change my face. Okay, good. It's been a while since I picked up this game, much less actually put it in and made a character. We're gonna go with that one. Why not? We're gonna keep the eye color. Why not? And I want all the lashes. Excellent. Eyelash can be dark black. Let's see. Eyebrows. I think our eyebrows are fine. Hydrate. Nice. We have a cup of water. We have a big cup, and I've already started hydrating out of it. What was I talking about before? Yeah, I was talking about the fact that I had been desperately searching the globe for this the Sakura chocolate that doesn't exist yet, and possibly only existed last year, which will make me very sad. Can I just not see it? Or... Alright, we're gonna put actual lipstick on her so I can see this mouth. Oops, I skipped that one. Ooh, that looks kind of nice. Yeah, she got no upper lip. Now she's got no lower lip. This one's fine. The color, however. Oops. Let's see. Let's give her... We could give her orange lips. It would match the tie. There doesn't seem to be an option to make her, like, have actual makeup on, which is a little sad, because that's what I would have done. This is fine. We'll give her a beauty mark. No. Maybe. Actually, we won't, and we'll just give her normal lips because we're joining high school, or whatever. I am gonna give her freckles, though. I am 100% gonna give her freckles. Because freckles are cute, and I love them. B to confirm, yes. Yes, I will, in fact. Yeah, this is fine. This is us. Look at us. We're so cute. What I also don't remember is if there is like a hair boutique at any point that allows us to change our hairstyle into stuff that was not available before. So, which they did have available in Arceus. I think that's kind of the issue, is that I've been playing Arceus for so long, especially on stream, that I've completely forgotten anything about this game. You still haven't played Scarlet Violet? Oh, okay. I dropped my mic. So you wouldn't know. That's okay. You can learn with us together. This is the opening sequence. It does the standard meet the world that you're going to join. So we are a kid who's moved to Pokemon Spain, I think. And did you like it? I've heard good things about it. So I haven't beaten it. I've gotten pretty well into it, and I've liked it so far. I've actually really liked Scarlet and Violet. I can see where people were kind of ragging on it a little bit, but I didn't really have any issues, like quality-wise or gameplay-wise, so... but I did play Arceus for the last several weeks, so we're a little out of touch with this game. So we're gonna have to keep up. Also, I should have been pushing the button and I wasn't. Oh, my latest thing is like in the way of the text. I'm so sorry, everybody. I don't know where to put it to get it out of the way. Anyway, we are enrolling in Pokemon Academy. This one is called Naranja Academy, which means orange. It's the land of Paldea, which is basically Spain. Decent amount of Arceus. It was dope, but not my thing. Honestly, I really liked Arceus. I thought it was a really nice break from the traditional style. I really liked the catching method, which is not the same in this game. It is back to the traditional beat up a Pokemon so that you can weaken them and catch them style. So this is the standard, like, the professor teaches you about the world thing. So that's what we're going with here. But he is the director of the academy. He is not a professor. I am a well-hydrated streamer at all times. We coexist with Pokemon. We're gonna learn about them. Look at that Pokemon. It looks like a rock. Also, Taurus looks different in this region. That's pretty cool. That's our rival, by the way. Spoiler. It's been a while since we had Snorlax. About a week, in fact. So I'm getting used to readjusting where he is and getting comfortable sitting on him. So if I adjust 50,000 times, yeah, that's normal. Alright, so we have this flying lizard thing. And it is flying around and doing flying around things. Look at him, he can fly just like a bird. This is the show you what the world looks like tour, all the gameplay footage, or gameplay trailer footage, that kind of thing. Comes from this little opener right here, pretty much. So, there's a flamingo Pokemon, which I think is really cool. Just because it's a flamingo, but slightly different. You could tell they needed Pokemon that looked like they belonged in Spain, but they didn't know what to make, so. Alright, here's a man in a lighthouse. What is he doing? Oh. Ah, crash. Nice. So yeah, I really liked Legends of Arceus. I thought it was a really good game. I loved the catching method in it, so that's why I'm actually really sad that it does not continue in this game. But, you know, could be worse. So this is our first day. I'm assuming we have just moved here. I don't remember if we just moved here or not, but we do have our little loading thing in the corner there. And it does autosave, which is nice. We do have to wear a goofy hat for a little while. We can take it off later, but we're gonna wear it for a while. I think it'll look fine with this hairstyle. Get up with L. Aren't we cute? Can I put on my hat? It's not time to get ready yet. I thought it was. We cannot run in our house. It's not letting us. We're just gonna walk. Oh. That was a Pokemon. I wish it would let me run. That would be cool. Mom. I think your mom is based on which one you choose first, rather than what you pick for yourself. But she does look kind of young, as far as moms go. So, it's our first day at our new school. You're gonna lurk now? Okay. Sounds good, sounds good. Go ahead and enjoy that lurk. Stay hydrated while you lurk. Mom's excited for us. You might want to cool your engines before you go racing out the door. The school contacted me and said you're supposed to wait here a little while longer. Their words, not mine. Apparently there's something very important for your first day that still hasn't arrived. Oh. Maybe that's the very thing we're waiting for. Get the door, would you? Okay. My wig is, like, not sitting where it's supposed to. There's, like, one strand that's bothering me. I think I got caught in the stuff for my gym. That is spirit gummed onto my head. It is an actual little thingy. Also, we went to get the door and he just walked in. That's a little weird. Sir, how dare you? You are Miss Cece, yes? Yes. On behalf of the Academy, I must apologize for the late arrival of your enrollment documents, and also for my delay in introducing myself. Okay. Does he do this for all new students, I wonder? Is this, like, just for us? Or does he literally go to every single new student's house and do this? I'm the director of Naranja Academy. You may call me Mr. Clavel. Okay. Director? You came in person to help my daughter with her first day? I am responsible for the entire academy, including any failures on its part. So here at last are the enrollment documents that should have been delivered to you. Oh, okay. Why is it in a bag like that? That's weird. Goodness, you really needn't have. Since you've come all this way, can I at least offer you a cup of tea? No need to trouble yourself. Cece, you've got a thing or two to discuss. I've got a thing or two to discuss with the director here. Why don't you head back up and finish getting ready? You'll need your bag and your hat as well. You got it, Mom. Oh, we're gonna have a cuppa. How can I refuse such a kind offer? A cuppa. They do say cuppa in England. They don't say that here where I live, in America. Alright. Put on your hat and bag, yes. I don't think there's anything to explore in our house. It's just us getting ready for school. So, aw, look at us. So cute. So cute. Yep, I still like this hairstyle, even with the hat on. Alright, you can press X to open the main menu. You can save, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Let's go down the stairs. Sorry, I'm trying to get comfy. So I was not looking at the screen, I was looking at my legs. Just look at you, all ready for your big first day. We didn't get ready long enough for him to have had an entire cup of tea. The uniform of our storied academy suits you quite well indeed. The one for Pokemon Violet is actually purple, which I think is pretty cute. How very careless of me. I had entirely forgotten that I have something else for you, a most important thing. But your living room is hardly the place for it. Would you follow me outside? Okay. Now we're gonna follow him outside. It's a Pokemon. Let's follow him out and see. Out the door we go. Dun, 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 dun. This one has good music. I would say that the music in Arceus is probably better, but this one has good music too. Alright, put our hat on. Right then, dear Pokemon, time to come out of your Pokeballs. He does carry Premier Balls, which I think is a little weird. We provide them with a Pokemon of their own. I'll ask you to choose which one among these three you'd like to have. Sprigatito, the grass cat Pokemon. Waikoko, the Firecroc. Am I Raven? I am. I am dressed as Raven. Even with my little belt that keeps riding up instead of staying on my waist. Thanks. The Firecroc Pokemon. And then this coiffed figure, the Duckling, Quaxley, the Duckling Pokemon. His little pompadour. I'm not sure which one to pick, honestly. So this is not my first playthrough of this game, but I've never beaten it. So this is actually a second start, but our first one on stream. So we're gonna have this choice together. All right, they're most interested in me. Ooh. Wish I could stay and see which one you'll choose, but I must be off to my next home visit. I'll be at that house just over there. Take your time with your decision, then come find me once your mind is made up. Wow, How are we supposed to decide between these three? We don't even know them yet. You excuse me? Until next we meet. How will he get his Pokemon back? What a mannerly fellow that director of yours is. These three are all lovely, but you need to choose just one, right? Not an easy task. That's true. Why not take this opportunity to walk about with them and get to know them? They have lots to teach you. Before you go, I got you a little something. Take it with you if you're going out on your own. It's a phone. Thanks, Mom. Mom gave us a phone. The latest phone. You started with Fuecoco, would have definitely chosen Sprig after seeing Fuecoco's evolution. Okay. See, I think in my first one, I actually started with Sprig. And then it got to the second stage and I didn't like it. So I restarted my game and then I just never finished it from there. So, but I have seen the final evolution, and the final evolution of Sprigatito was better. And is apparently the strongest in terms of its special move. So, maybe? We'll see. I don't normally have all this purple on me. This is a light. I'm not actually this color. Alright, so our job now is to walk down the street. Because it won't let us run. Sure hope it lets us run soon, because this is gonna get old. Oh yeah, I guess we are supposed to be paying attention to them, seeing what they do. I'm not sure. For special moves, you think Skeledirge has the best. Okay. Oh, Skeletige. I'm assuming Skeletige was supposed to be Skeledirge, but I don't know. Oh, there we go. Now we can run. I wasn't looking. I looked up and we were running, so we were booking it. Look at that. We're just like running full on. It is a sprint. We did not hang out with any of these three. We just kind of booked it down the road, which is fine. Oh, now they're gone. There we go. Here's Quaxley splashing himself and fixing his hair. Not a fan. I'm really not a fan of the duck, so I'm definitely not going to choose that one. But we can either pick the fire crocodile or the grass cat, and I'm not sure which one we should pick. Oh, that poor apple. He just burned it to a crisp. Hello, designated rival. Am I their trainer? Not exactly. I have to pick one of them. Not quite. Miss Cece has yet to make up her mind, you see. I think that's... Oh, it's either mind or choice. It might have been choice. I do wonder which of these three she would choose as her first Pokemon. I don't know. Let's find out together. He did eat a, yeah, I had to stop doing raids for the day because of work. So now you're farming money. Nice! I'm assuming you mean in this game, which is cool. I didn't know there were raids in this game. So that's fun. Buenas. We haven't met, have we? No, we have not. I must say, I wasn't expecting to see you here quite so soon. Oh, okay, good. Hang on, Director. Is this who I think it is? Yes, this is our Academy's newest student, Miss Cece. She will be attending as of today. So you're that kid who moved in up the road? I am. I've been dying to find out more about you. Wow. Why don't you just come say hello? I'm Nimona. Normally I live in the school dorms, but home is here. What do you say, new neighbor? Want to be friends? Can we say no? Like, can we tell her no? Or does she like laugh at us and say, ha, just kidding, you have to say yes? Can we tell her we don't want to be her friend? I kind of want to tell her we don't want to be her friend. No. Huh? What's wrong? Did I scare you off? Maybe I came on a little strong. Oh. We got to tell her no. Nice. Miss Nimona is president of our student council and a champion ranked trainer in her own right. I absolutely love Pokemon battling. In fact, we should battle right now. I don't think we should battle right now. If you are a champion ranked trainer, I don't think we should be battling. Let's see. Neighbors and classmates? Nice. We'll be able to battle all we want. Now the question is, who do we choose? Do we go with the obvious grass type? Because all the games, the grass type, battle, don't back down. Okay. I won't back down from the battle. But first we have to pick one. Have you decided which of these Pokemon you would like to be your first partner? See, that's the hard part. So, believe in the heart of your Pokemon. It's very fitting that Hokage is in your name because I'm getting the whole believe it vibe from you. So, calm down, Naruto. We got this. Alright, we need to pick a Pokemon. Before we can do anything, before we can believe in our Pokemon, we must pick a Pokemon. So, as Snorlax is not an option, we have to pick one of these three. Let's see. I kind of want to go for the fire one. But I do know that the grass one is supposed to be the strongest one. Also, if you hear any noises, that's probably my stomach because I didn't eat before I got on stream. I had lunch, I just didn't have dinner. Sorry for my tummy. It makes noises. Alright, let's see. Do we go with fire or do we go with grass? I'm not sure. I'm definitely not picking the water Pokemon. So we can just rule him out. But I'm not sure if we should go with Fuecoco or Sprigatito. So, what I'm gonna do, if I can get it to work properly, is let's do an automatic dice roller. Let's let an automatic dice roller decide what we're gonna do with our Pokemon. That'll be fun, right? So let me see if I can get it to show you my everything. I think I might have gotten rid of my screen capture. So let's get that going. Get our screen capture up. Now y'all can see what I'm doing. Haha. Oops. It would help if I could spell. Alright. We're gonna roll a d6. Hey, come on now. We're not rolling yet. I just want 1d6. Okay. So we're gonna roll a single d6. Sprigatito is gonna be 1 and 2. The duck is gonna be 3 and 4. And of course, it's gonna be 5 and 6. So let's see what we get. 2. Okay. I'm gonna roll it a couple times because it's not just 2. I thought it was just 2, but it does seem to be rolling. Okay. All right, so we rolled it a couple times. We've been getting a lot of the same numbers, so I'm not sure if the dice roller on Google is going to be our best option, but you know, for now, excuse me, let me turn off the screen capture. But our first roll was a 2, so we're going with Sprigatito. If I could stop running around it, that would be great. Okay. Fur. A grass type Pokemon. It can use its plant powers to soak up whatever water you throw at it. That's weird. Would you like to go with our good grass type Pokemon Sprigatito here? Yes. We're gonna go with the cat. We're gonna go with the Pokemon who eventually bipedals. Do we want to give it a nickname? No. No, we don't. We're good. Alright. We believe in the heart of our Pokemon. We've picked a cat. On our arm. Very cute. We make good friends. Color-wise, we would have matched the best with Fuecoco, but that's okay. Nice. It likes us already. Please raise it with love and care. Of course, be sure to keep it tucked safely inside a Pokeball. But what if I want it to not be in a Pokeball? What if I want it to hang out with us the whole time? I can't believe you actually chose Sprigatito. I mean, like, way to make the perfect choice for you. You two make such a good combo. I think she says that no matter who we pick. Can I choose one of them too? But did you not receive a Pokemon when you entered? Not back then, no. I had other Pokemon I was focused on raising at the time. But I want to raise a new one alongside Cece. Indeed, a rather splendid idea. If you wish to raise one of these Pokemon on equal footing with Miss Cece here, I shall be more than happy to allow it. Yes! Alright, Nemona. Since Cece chose Sprigatito, I'll go for this little one. Nice to meet you, Quaxley. Welcome to the team. Wow. You chose the Pompadour duck. Interesting. Now that we've chosen, we have to battle. I'll be waiting for you down at the beach. Come join me when you're ready. Okay, time to battle. She's a tad overly fond of Pokemon battling. But I do hope you'll join her. It'll help you get to know your Pokemon as well. Alright, we can do that. We can battle her. Battle Nemona. As we sprint along. Ooh, a thing. Hello, thing. What do we got? A potion. Ooh. Our first potion. Very nice. Yes, I see you, Nemona. Thank you. Anyone can be a Pokemon trainer as long as they have Pokemon. It's our duty to help our Pokemon grow through battle. Are you ready to battle me? Yes. Yes, I am. Perfecto. I'm so excited. For this battle, I think I'll use Miss Nemona. I trust you remember that Miss Cece is wholly inexperienced. Whoops, good call. I was about to send out one of my usual partners right off the bat. I guess I'll take this chance to try out my new buddy instead. It's still a little bit odd that she chose to pick a brand new Pokemon to raise alongside us, but there has to be some reason for her to be our rival, right? Let's have a fruitful battle. What's with the bumps on her glove? And why does she only have one glove? I don't understand. Is it like to keep her from getting carpal tunnel from throwing? Or baseball elbow? Tennis elbow? Whatever that's called. Let's just have some fun. Alright. We are going to battle. We are going to use Leafage. Because that is a water Pokemon. And it's gonna be super effective. Which she says, you must have been setting up. Smart move. Grass is strong against water. Yes. Yes, we were. We studied for a long, long time before we came to this Pokemon Academy. The beauty deals with that fail. Leafage again. And the Pompadour is out of here. Goodbye, Quaxley. Good luck. We have defeated Trader Nemona. Not bad, neighbor. Well, thanks. Not bad yourself, ma'am. Although it is a little strange that her first move used was a water move, considering that you're a grass Pokemon. But, you know, winning your first battle ever, you got even more potential than I thought. I think she took it easy on us. I want to try a different strategy. Let's go again. One more battle. Miss Cece and her Sprigatito are surely wary from that battle already. I got caught up in the excitement. Aw. I'm really sorry. Same to your Sprigatito, too. Don't worry about it. Alright, thanks. We could have told her we want to battle again, but I'm not going to do that. You two seem to be becoming fast friends, though you only just met. Can I count on you to take your new schoolmate here under your wing? I'm sure she can learn a great deal from a champion-ranked trainer, such as yourself. You bet, sir. Oh, that reminds me. Since you're new to training Pokemon, here's an app you definitely need. You have a smartphone, right? Let me see it for a sec. The Pokedex app was added. Will automatically register any Pokemon you catch. It's a must-have for Pokemon trainers. It's super handy. Our homeroom teacher, Mr. Jacques, actually made it himself. Back in my day, we used ordinary paper and handwritten notes to compile our Pokedexes. How old are you, Director Clavel? Because, they were doing that in the before times, in the last game we played. Why were you still doing that when we have Pokedexes? Kanto had Pokedexes, why didn't you? It's quite the age we live in now. Filling out a Pokedex by hand, I can't even imagine how much work that would take. I suppose you can't. I think they slipped that line in for people who came to this game from Arceus. That's what that was. But that was a long time ago, so it's a little strange that this would be happening in his world when he's a youngin'. No matter how much the times may change, the wonder of meeting new Pokemon never does. That is a truly timeless pleasure. The more Pokemon you encounter, the more you'll find yourself growing and changing. wants us to work hard towards our goal, such and such. Okay, okay. I have a few matters to discuss with your parents. Oh dear. Can I depend on you to see Miss Cece to the academy? You would be doing me quite the favor. Of course, leave it to me. Then I leave her in your capable hands. Alright, little one, it's time you and I were on our way. Bye, Foy Coco. We'll miss you. Maybe that'll make a little more time to work on my Pokedex. Alright, speaking of Pokedexes, you've probably never caught a wild Pokemon, right? I'll show you the ropes before I take you to the academy. Come with me. Alright, obligatory Pokemon catching lesson is now underway. My least favorite thing. I don't want to learn how to catch Pokemon. Because I know how to catch Pokemon. It's never changing. Except for in Arceus. In Arceus, it was different. In this game, it's back to the same. Which is kind of a shame. I liked the Arceus method. And I'm probably going to do it by accident a couple times. Even though that's not really a thing in this game. Hey look, it's our mom. Hello, Mom. What are you doing away from home? Oh, Cece. I hear that Nemona here will be taking you to school. Mom wanted to take us to school. That's right, ma'am. Leave it to me. You've already managed to make a friend. I thought we told her we didn't want to be friends. Read about the wonderful teachers you'll have looking after you at the school. Plus so many handy facilities you can use as much as you like. Add in your new friend, and it sounds like your school is shaping up to be fantastic. Now you'll be staying in the school dorms, so I want you to promise me you'll eat proper meals. I'm not gonna do that, Mom. I'm not gonna do that. Here's a bit of spending money to start off with. I also packed you lunch for your first day. A sandwich. Nice. Thanks for the sandwich, Mom. Maybe you'd better take these two. Potions. Also nice. Alright, use them on that precious little partner of yours should you get hurt. I know every day in your new life is going to be full of exciting experiences, far from home. Just try and savor them all, the good times and the hard times too. If you ever want to come back home, you know your bed is always ready for you. Aw, that's so nice. Considering there's only one bed in the whole house that we could see, I'm not so sure about that one. I guess maybe Mom's room is like underneath the stairs, but I don't know. Your mother's so nice. Gasp. Oh, but I was going to teach you how to catch Pokemon. Come on, vamos. Alright, we're coming. So, Nemona, let me actually walk, and then I will follow you, I promise. She just yelled this way, as if we were intentionally not moving. The game wouldn't let us. We were trying. Alright, let's go learn how to catch Pokemon. That was both fingers, but I turned my hand sideways. Sorry about that. Alright. This opener kind of takes a little bit. Poco Path. Alright, and on Poco Path we can find piggies. Things are different than in town. You're gonna see wild Pokemon out and about. They'll be on the path and in the grass and such. Get too close and you'll have to battle. You have Sprigatito for that. If you want to try to catch them, you gotta use a good old Pokeball. I've got tons. Have a few. Thanks, Nemona. 5 Pokeballs. Oh look, a piggy. What luck. Time for some learning by doing. Try battling Lechonk. I love that they decided to name him Lechonk. I don't know why we jumped like that. That was weird. Right? Throw X, but you have to deal damage, yada yada. You got it. We can do this. This will be fine. We're gonna battle him. I think I'm gonna use Scratch. Sprigatito, use Scratch. I'm also going to move my microphone. So, if it's harder to hear me, let me know. I'm doing it so that I can move my legs around again. Even though we're pretending like I don't have legs today. Oh, that didn't do much damage at all. We'll scratch him some more. Why not? Oh, there we go. That should be enough damage. Tail whip. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And Pokeball time. She's just like staring at us the whole time we're doing it. Like, alright. It'll be fine. We got this. We are an expert at Pokemon catching. Alright. We're most of the way to level 7 already. That's pretty cool. Lechonk has been added to the Pokedex. Will you give it a nickname? No. Lechonk is perfect. Something about smell. I didn't look at it. Aw, look at our little Pokedex. 3 Pokemon. Hala? That was awesome. You caught the very first Pokemon you ever went for. I'm crummy when it comes to actually catching Pokemon. Maybe you should give me tips. Anyway, have some more Pokeballs just in case. Not every catch works out. 10 more. Excellent. So now we have 14. Weaken the Pokemon, throw the Pokeball. Same old, same old. Battles wild Pokemon and catch some of them. Okay, we can do that. Meet up at the lighthouse. You can see our school from the top. Okay. You can also start a battle by looking towards one of them and throwing one of your Pokeballs. Try this out for Pokemon that are up in trees or flying in the sky. Huh. Okay. Can we actually aim up, though? Alright, so the goal is to head to the lighthouse, but I think we're going to try catching at least a couple Pokemon first. There's also a lot of items to grab on the way, so we're going to be doing that. Hey look, a Pokemon. Womp. We threw a Pokeball at his face. Tarantula. Tarantula? Like tarantula, but round tarantula? Okay, Pokemon Company, I see you. I definitely like the battle music. It's pretty nice. It's like fun and dancing. So. Honestly, I wasn't sure what cosplay to wear tonight. Ugh. This one doesn't have a lot of coverage for my legs, so I almost didn't wear it. But the idea I had that I was gonna wear didn't work out. It was too big. So, to send that back and work on that. Or I just have to manually make it smaller. We'll see. Alright, so we have Tarantula, we have Lechonk, and I don't see anything else. Oop, that looks like a Hoppip over there. Hello, Hoppip. Hoppip's not really new to this game. I wonder if we should do a run where we're doing only new Pokemon. So, I'm sure there's like a box or something that we can keep Hoppip in. I think that's going to be our goal, is to focus on Pokemon that are only in this game. At least for us to be able to use them. Also, we caught him off guard, so we got an extra turn, which is pretty cool. But nothing happened. Wow. What a silly move. There's a Tarantula behind us, stalking us. I didn't appreciate that. Hoppip was caught. Nice. Grass and fly. No, no nicknames for Hoppip. Do we have access to our box yet? That's the real question. Alright, let's... Do we have... Oh, hello. Auto heal. Auto heal will use up items in the following order. Potions, then fresh waters, then sodas, then super potions, lemonades, moo milks, hyper potions. And we have access to our boxes on the fly, which is something that I did miss in Arceus, so... we're going to put Hoppip in the box. Hoppip is not new to this game, so we are not going to use it. How's that for believing in the heart of the Pokemon? I don't quite remember how many Pokemon they added to this game, so it might get more and more difficult to actually keep to that, but we will be trying it. Womp. I don't know if he's new. I should probably have looked up Pokemon that are part of this game. I think he is. I think Scatterbug is new to this one. If anybody happens to know whether Scatterbug is new, please let me know, because I have no clue. Alright. I think think another one won't kill him. I think we'll be okay. Okay. I thought he was gonna die. I believed in my Pokemon a little too much. Used a Pokeball. And we caught him. Nice. Scatterbug was caught. Nice. Go us. Converted. Any poison taken in is converted to a black powder and secreted, so I can eat poisonous leaves and roots. Interesting. I think he's new to this game. I think he's one of the ones that's new to this game, so we're gonna keep him in our party for now. If one of y'all knows otherwise, please let me know. I feel like I hear a Pokemon. Why can't I get on this rock? Okay. I guess we can't get on the rock. I kind of wanted to because I wanted that thing, but... Can we get on the rock from this side? Aha! We can. Ooh, a revive. Nice. Look at us, finding revives. There's not really a jump feature, so I can't just, like, jump up there. So... I guess we'll have to wait on that one. We did get this, though. Oh. Hello. It is a Fletchinder, which... Or not Fletchinder, Fletchling. And Fletchling, I think, was Sword and Shield. So. But I do remember that Fletchling is a fire Pokemon. So, you know, if he uses fire on us, that might hurt a little bit. Hopefully we'll be okay. Alright. Growl, Grr, and all that. And hopefully that's enough to catch him. Hopefully. Sorry, my mouse was falling. I was trying to fix it. Gotta catch it before it falls down. Alright, there's a Scatterbug there. We've got Hoppip. Going to put Fletchling straight into the box. Right in the box, just right away. Good job, Fletchling. No nicknames. If anybody wants to be nicknamed into a Pokemon, let me know. Because we were doing like an all nickname run when we did Diamond and Pearl, but it kind of fell apart pretty fast, so we'll see. If there is a particular Pokemon that is your favorite, let me know. We'll see about making that Pokemon named after you. Oh, I almost ran over the Scatterbug. Sorry, Scatterbug. Alright, a revive. These Scatterbugs are kind of hard to see. Oh, hello, shiny spot. Okay, so there are shiny spots and Pokeballs, which is fun. You get lots of items in this game. You also miss Scatterbug because he's so small. Oh, hello. We don't have this one. I think he is new to this game, so we're definitely going to keep him. This is the Pikachu of this game. Much like every other game has had some sort of electric rat. He is the electric rat of this game. That does seem to be a thing. You get a bug, you get a bird, and you get an electric rat kind of near the beginning of most of these games. So, it's kind of neat. What does Bite do? Scratch. How rude. Bite. Okay. I think Palmy is just electricity, so that's okay. Alright, go us. No nicknames for Palmy. Bing. Pretty sure that Palmy is new to this game, so we're gonna go ahead and keep it in our party. But Hoppip and Fletchling are not, so we had to put those in the box immediately. So we need one more Pokemon to round us out. That'll give us our 6 Pokemon. And I don't think we're gonna see one until after we finish the lighthouse portion. So we're gonna... Okay, we're gonna get stopped and not be allowed to go any farther. That's fine. In the hang of how to catch Pokemon? Yes. Yes, we are. So far you've caught... Oh. Mysterious cry. Whoa, what was that? What was that noise? Never heard that kind of cry before. Could it be a strong Pokemon or something? Let's say we find whatever it makes that cry. Just be careful. There's a kinda unsafe cave not far from here, so steer clear. I know your Rotom foam can help keep you safe, but watch your step by these cliffs anyway. Interesting. Find the source of the mysterious cry. Are we allowed to go over here, or do we have to go towards the beach? Can I go this way? I can go this way. How far can I go? Wow, Lechonk was sleeping and we ran up on him. I'm so sorry, Lechonk. Go back to your nap, buddy. What would be cool is if we did like a living dex run of this game, where we tried to catch all the Pokemon. What do y'all think? If anybody's against the living dex idea, let me know. It might take us a while, but I think mainly we're gonna focus on like the story of the game. So that's gonna be our first major point. And we might do a living dex after we've beaten it, rather than trying to do it as we go along. So, alright, let's move into the story. A broken fence. I heard a noise. Do-do-do-do-do. Whoa. A thing on the beach. I know they're supposed to be like bullying him and all that, but they're really cute. I like Houndour. I like Houndour a lot. It's very cute. Wow. The cry made the ledge we were standing on shatter. Wow. Hooray for Rotom. Saved our butts. He scared them away. I like how our options are to get closer to him, as if that's a good idea, considering he just chased off other Pokemon. It's probably not a good plan to go near the scary thing. Hello, fainted friend on the beach. Seems to be too weak to move. Maybe you can give it something to help perk it up. How about a sandwich? Here goes our lunch from Mom. We feel bad for him, so we gave him a sandwich. Oh, he almost took our hands off. Wow, instantly perked up. Sorry, that snap wasn't very loud. Y'all probably didn't hear that. Wow, I am not good at snapping today. Why am I not good at snapping today? Well, I can't snap today. Instantly perked up, and that was the important part. And my snaps have failed me. They failed me. For too long. Wow. Alright. So he looks at us, and he says, "Oh, you're neat. There's a cave over there. I'm gonna go in it." We are stuck down here, so, you know. Nemona did tell us not to go into any spooky caves, but we're not gonna listen to her. Because what does she know? The scary Pokemon who almost took our fingers off when he ate a sandwich in one bite says we should go in the cave. Wow. Gasp. He's a bipedal now. Whoa. We're very cute. Wait. Don't go. Every step is shaking the cave. That's a bad sign. We're gonna be stuck on this beach for the rest of our lives if we don't follow him. Guess we gotta do it. Alright. We follow him into the cave. Inlet Grotto. So we have to walk behind him until he gets far enough ahead, and then we like trot forward a little bit. Which is, I guess, good in that we're not trying to control our speed the whole time. But still. Oh, hey, look, it's our friend that we didn't want to be friends with. You okay? You're not hurt, right? I'm managing. Thank goodness. I was really worried. If you'd gotten hurt because I said we should go looking for whatever made that cry, never mind. Right now, we've got to focus on getting you back up here. You just gotta find some way to climb out of there. If you can get close enough, I'll try pulling you up with one of my Pokemon's moves. Alright. Cool. What's that Pokemon in front of you? It looks super strong. That seems like it's waiting for you. Does it want you to follow it? Yes. Yes, it does. Oh, that was amazing. That Pokemon might be as strong as mine. Maybe stronger. Hey, look. A Mongoose. Or Yungoos? I think it's called Yungoos. It's level 2. Maybe we can just catch it and not have to battle it. Hello, Yungoos. Can we just catch you? Is that an option? Nice. Definitely not new to this game, so we're gonna have to put it in the box. Wow. Lechonk learned Disarming Voice. The Loitering Pokemon. Its stomach fills most of its torso. Interesting. Nice. Our Pokedex. Oh, we cannot access anything from this screen. We cannot save our game in this section. Interesting. Interesting. Very first time I played this game, my game crashed in the middle of this. A Diglett. I didn't know those existed in this game. I thought it was only the Wiggly Man. Pokeball, I guess. Oh, ow. Diglett was caught. Excellent. Straight to the box with him. But since we can't access our box, we can't put Yungoos away. So Yungoos is definitely going to, yes, we know. Yungoos is definitely going to keep leveling up with us. So, which is okay. I mean, it's only level 2. Alright, there's another Yungoos. Okay, guess we can't go that way. I think we're limited on where we can go because we have to stay behind him. So like I can't run off to go get this Pokeball because he's in the way. Wow, a whole bunch of Houndour. Bork, 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 bork. And then he scares them away. Wow, poor Houndour. Excuse me a moment, giant Pokemon I don't know. I'm gonna go get this. Some pretty rough and rowdy Houndour live in the cave. I'm glad you got your bodyguard, but watch your back. They're strong. Okay. They're literally afraid of him. Which is fine, but I want one. I want to catch one. Not that I can keep it in my party, but we want to catch it for the Pokedex. That's the important part. Bomb. Alright. You can move ahead now. Wow. It didn't register that we were behind him because we were too close. How powerful even is it? I wonder if that move was. Man, I want to see it up close. No. Look out! Something's coming. It's a... A Houndoom! Hello, Houndoom. What's up, puppy? He's just a good boy. He's just a big good boy. He's just trying to protect his home. Wow. Use crunch. What? Before I could even use anything? Rude. Our Pokemon ran away scared. I don't think that Tailwag is supposed to do that. He slapped him with his tail. Now there's a bunch of Houndours. Wow. Oh, there's a lot coming. But I want a Houndour. Oh, he snatched us. He just straight up picked us up. Wow, up here, quick. That was terrifying. He almost pushed Nemona into the cave. Yeah. Wow. We got rescued by a mysterious Pokemon, which is cool, but also, what the heck? All we did was give him a sandwich, and now he loves us. Interesting. Way to go. For a second, I thought you were both goners. Way to have faith, Nemona. Hey, look, sunshine again. Oh, collapse. Whoa, what's wrong? Maybe it used up all its power. What is it anyway? It kind of looks like a Cyclozar, but I've never seen one like this before. And now it looks so different from a minute ago. Do you think it's okay? I don't know. You can't tell either, huh? All that aside, I'm glad to have you back in one piece. That battle down there was really something. You and this fellow looked perfectly in sync facing in that Houndoom. No, we didn't. Didn't even tell it what to do? Absolutely not. Glad it's not like you're this Pokemon's trainer yet. Or I guess it's not like you're this Pokemon's trainer yet. All we did was give it a sandwich. Looks like it perked up a little. Do you think this fellow was the one making that mysterious cry? She's so excited about it. You gotta let me battle against it. How about I don't do that? Let's exchange numbers so we can get in touch if we get separated again. Wow. We didn't do that before because we weren't expecting it separated. This'll let you teach your Pokemon a move to help it battle stronger opponents. Swift. Okay. I don't think I need that. TMs can only be used once. I think we better take a breather. Let's get to the lighthouse. It'd be a good spot to relax. Alright. Hey, look, a thing. Just fall down. It's fine. Slide. A bunch of Palmy over here. Well, we already have Palmy. What if I had immediately gone back into the cave? I wonder if the game would have let me. Probably not. So we're just gonna run towards the lighthouse, because why not? Hey, look, a person. Hello, person. What is this person doing? Trying to get in this door. Hmm? Why that little? What are you doing out here? Not talking to you two. You can shove off. And I know you. Aren't you Arven? You enrolled in the humanities track? Aren't you the son of that Pokemon researcher, Professor Sada? Doesn't matter who my mom is. Wow. The real issue here is what in the world this Pokemon is doing out here. And what is with this form it's in? I met it at the bottom of this cliff. We heard this strange cry, and we tried to investigate, but Cece fell off a cliff. The Pokemon saved her, but it seems like it wore itself out in the process. It got kind of slumpy afterwards. You should have seen it before. It looked totally different. It was unbelievably strong. Well, yeah, as it should be, but it can't fight while it's like this. The form Koraidon takes in battle. That's its true form. Koraidon? Is that this Pokemon's name? How do you know it? Wow, I was trying to go in there. You can't go in the lab. It's locked. I don't remember ever seeing you around, but given the uniform, you go to the academy too, do you? Koraidon isn't the sort of Pokemon that any old trainer can hope to command. It's special. Special how? What sort of Pokemon is it? You think you're up to ordering Koraidon around? Then how about I test your worthiness? Sure. Look at you, quite the little go-getter. Been feeling all out of sorts, so I'm gonna use this battle to blast those doldrums away. He hyped himself up with classic anime fashion to smack himself on the face. Alright, Arven, let's do this. Oh, look at the little chubby cheeks. I think that one's new to this game. These memories are leaving a bad taste in my mouth, and I want it gone. So eat some food? You're not gonna get a bad taste out of your mouth with Pokemon. That doesn't make any sense. Believe in the heart of the Pokemon, as before. Oh, it bit us. Alright, what if we bite back? Oh. Nice. It does pretty well, actually. And bite again. Why not? For good measure. Bite once more for good measure. Gonna scoot back on Snorlax because I think I'm sitting on the wrong spot on him. He's a good chair, but I think his fluff is getting a little less fluff because I've been using him as a chair for so long. Months now. Wow. Seems you know a thing or two about battle. Yeah, I guess we do. We recently just battled Nemona. That was all our battle knowledge. Came from that. Alright. Wow, CC, that was awesome. I guess I wasn't ever gonna stand a chance against using some Pokemon I'd only just caught. Where's your normal Pokemon, bro? You really think you can take Koraidon off my hands for me? You'll need this. It's the Pokeball that the Brute's been kept in. Alright. In your key items pocket. Interesting. Why do you have it? Anyway, that thing's your problem now, not mine. Good luck. Wow. Can you not hear me or something? He didn't answer a single one of her questions. Is she real? Is she a ghost? We'll never know. Oh, I missed everything. What a weirdo. Hi, Koraidon. I guess I'm your master now. Get in the Pokeball. You sleepy, sleepy monster. That Arven guy definitely knows more than he's letting on, obviously. Next time he and I are battling, I'm gonna wring some answers out of him. Oh, but right, we gotta climb the lighthouse. I can't wait to show you the view of our school. Okay. Whatever you say, Nemona. Is there anything around the lighthouse? Can I go behind it? Oh, there's a little Lechonk hanging out back here. Hello, baby Lechonk. How you doing? I love that pig. Oh yeah, now that we're out of the cave, we can put Yungoos away. Oh, I guess we have to go to boxes too. Ooh. We're gonna save real quick. It's fine. But then I'm gonna move Yungoos. Boxes. I'm sure there's like a quick button to do this, but I didn't see it. I didn't look for it, but I didn't see it. Alright, up we go. I like the Pokemon kind of wander around in this game. They're not just confined to the grass. They can kind of wander all over. That's really nice. Alright, we have made it to the top of the lighthouse. Now we need to go look at Nemona. Hey Nemona, what's up? Oh, look, our school. We'll just talk to her. Look, that's Mesagoza. Mesagoza. That huge building with a Pokeball on it is our school, Naranja Academy. Gonna be so great having you in the same class. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, the entrance to this game is actually longer than I thought it was. We're gonna learn so much and battle so much. Isn't it awesome that what you can see from up here? Mountains, forest, grasslands, beautiful nature stuff as far as the eye can see. Alright. And you know what's waiting for you all over these natural spaces? Tons of Pokemon. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Consider this me officially telling you, welcome to Paldea. Thanks. Anyway, like you can see, it's kind of a hike to get to school from here. Let's make it to Los Platos for starters. That's right on the way. Okay. That's where our first Pokemon Center is going to be. Vamos, come on. Okay, Nemona, let's go together. Sorry, you keep seeing flashes of my legs. I know I said legs don't exist today, but they do a little bit. Head to Los Platos. I don't know why sitting is so uncomfortable today. Probably because I worked too much. Worked too much before today. We ended up having to skip Thursday's stream, so we missed out on some Disney Dreamlight Valley because I was working, which is a shame. But we're here today, and that's always nice. I don't know if we're gonna make up for it. We may just go ahead and stick with what we've got going on for now. Hey, let's battle. Okay. And just wait to play Disney Dreamlight Valley next week, or we may play it when we're done with Animal Crossing in the morning. When we last left off with Animal Crossing, we were kind of doing a villager hunt, and I've tried to keep my Switch still on the same day, so I don't know if I was successful, so I don't know if we have an unexpected Pokemon or not, or unexpected villager or not, which if we do, darn, and if we don't, cool, we can continue our hunt. Alright, we defeated the youngster with a couple of bites. Pokemon are strong, huh? Yes. Yes, they are. Also, this cape is, like, getting in the way. But I don't want to completely take it off. But the tie keeps, like, messing with me. So. Well, but then it doesn't look right. I guess I have to keep it. Because if I meant to add a clasp, but I also don't like this cape. So I'm probably going to update the cape and fix the clasp on it before I call this cosplay done. I also need to fix the way that the leotard sits and this little belt thing to make it sit properly, because it's supposed to be like way down here, but it keeps riding up, probably because I'm sitting. And once all that is done, I will consider this cosplay 100% ready to go. But until then, it's a work in progress. Also, look, Psyduck. Wow. That's what it sounded like. Bite, I guess. Because I don't want to kill him, and he's a water Pokemon, so... Ah. I was recently rewatching the original Pokemon series, and I just got to where Misty gets Psyduck. So now that's all I can think of is, sorry. Or he just got a headache all the time. And he's ugly and useless for her. So, makes me feel bad for him. Alright. Pawmi learned Quick Attack. Excellent. But Psyduck is also not new to this game. So we gotta get rid of him. Well, not rid. We gotta shove him in the box. Swamp. Oh, we crouched. Alright, boxes. Alright, let's look for the quick button. There's a swap button, which is a little faster, but not a button that just directly moves them in. So we'll have to keep looking, I guess. Alright, we've gotten quite a few Pokemon so far. But only a few that are from this region. That's pretty interesting. Got a bunch of Pawmis. Oh. Okay. We found Azurill, which is all well and good, except it's still not from this game. So, oh, not very effective. Is Azrael water and fairy? Didn't know that. I guess I would as soon as I caught it and found out, but until then, let's find out. I love the little battle music it's got. It is, oh my god. What is going on with the ground? Okay, that's nice. Please fix the ground. Oh, it is. It's normal in fairy, not water in fairy. Interesting. No nicknames. Alright. Excellent. There we go. Excuse me. Awakening. Okay. Womp. That poor deer. It was asleep. We could have let her sleep. A deerling. I don't remember if deerling's from this game or not. Actually don't know. I don't think it is. But I do know that it has multiple forms. So if we are gonna do a living dex, we're gonna have to decide if we're gonna do the multiple forms or not. But we'll see. Wow, it got to attack us even though it was sleeping when we found it. That doesn't seem fair. Oh. Realistically, we should have caught it unawares because it was asleep. But I guess it doesn't count. So despite us being level 9, Deerling seems to have pretty good defense. So. There we go. I'm enjoying this music too much, I think. I don't know. Alright, we need to put Azrael away. Hone Claws. Sure. What are we gonna replace? Tail Whip, I guess. But does Hone Claws actually do anything? No. No, it doesn't. That's okay, though. Something's like making noise. Doo-doo-doo. Normal and grass. Deerling have different scents depending on the season. In early spring, these Pokemon give off a delicate, sweet, and calming scent. So we got the spring form. So I believe there's 4 of them. I think there's one for each season. Oh, hi Psyduck. You were the one making noise. So that's kind of cool. Which means we'll be able to catch 4 of those if we decide that that is a condition of our living dex. If we decide that it's not a condition of it, we don't really have to worry about it. Oh. Wow. Touched us before we could touch it. We'll use Scratch. I don't see any females among them. I just see the males. The females have the little red thing. I think it's on their heads. But I don't see any. So we're just gonna assume that this is a group of male Combee, so we won't be getting a Vespiquen out of them. Which is fine. I'm sure we can find an actual Vespiquen later. Oh. Rude. My evasiveness fell. Excuse you, Combee. Will you please stay in the Pokeball? Nice. Combee was caught. Oh my god, the ground. Okay. At night, Combee sleep in a group of about 100. We only see them hanging out in a group of about 6. Nice. Our Pokedex is shaping up nicely. I wonder if we get points for the Pokedex like we did in previous games. That would be cool. Alright, here's a bunch of Hoppips, but this one is a different color. Oh, a TM. Cool. Alright, so the golden ones are TMs. Nice. The red ones are just normal. Those are like items and stuff. Those are the only two colors I've seen. I don't see any of those squirrels that guy had. Sir, where did you find that squirrel? He said he had recently caught it, so it's gotta be around here somewhere. But we don't want to wander too far from the city that we're supposed to go to. So we'll just take a quick look around. Alright, scatterbug. Hoppip. Tarantulas. Ah. It's a vast, sprawling area. X accuracy. We probably shouldn't be over here yet. This is probably the wrong place to be. Okay, chonk. And protect. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna double back, because I don't think we're supposed to be over here. I think this is, probably not the right place for us. So, we're just gonna run for it. I hope I don't fall off. Sorry, I'm trying to get something done. Oh, okay. Enjoy your lurk. Sorry. You lurk while I'm trying to text somebody. So we're not allowed to voluntarily run off the edge. Got it. Even though we know our magic phone will save us. Seems like an odd choice. Alright, music's kind of epic. This epic sweeping score of the beginning of our Pokemon journey. Here to light a fire of adventure in our hearts? I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to do. Alright, we are back on track. Excellent. I definitely did not get lost. And that was... Oh. Oops. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Get back in the Pokeball, please. Wow. Interesting. So I could not sneak up on Igglybuff. I don't know why it threw off into the distance when I was still focused on Igglybuff, but that was the thing. Oh, that's not going to be super effective at all. Or not very effective. Oops. Plunged and couldn't move. Nice. We're going to use it again, because I think that'll bring Igglybuff. Oh my gosh. I was gonna say, I think that'll bring Igglybuff low enough. And it did. Like jazzing along as we try to catch these tiny, tiny Pokemon. Igglybuff was caught. Nice. We still need to put Azurill away. But I haven't seen anything that'll take up that 6th spot, so we don't have to keep trying to switch it out. Ding. Nice. Alright. We fought you? Oh. I guess not, but it didn't have the little thing, so I wasn't sure. Wow, I messed up the white balance of my camera. I'm so sorry, camera. Zahira the student. Okay, Zahira, what you got? Lechonk. He's got little crying eyes. I love him. I guess we'll just bite. Bite is technically our strongest move. Lechonk, I think, is a normal type, so it doesn't really matter what we do. Boop. Bubble Beam. Sure. Won't matter, because we're just gonna put you in the box. But that's okay. It feels sad to say that. It feels a little bit sad to say that. We defeated Zahira. Excellent. Even though my I lost, even though my Pokemon had full HP. Well, I mean, I know mine didn't, but that's kind of rude to bring up in conversation. Hey, you said you'd teach me a secret. Oh. What do you mean you already knew that? It's not a secret. It's pretty common knowledge, actually. Is that It's a Fido! I know this one's new to this game. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, I'll catch a Fido. Fight. Oh my goodness. Couldn't move. How about grass? That's a little better. They use lick. Blah. It licked us. It licked us, chat. Oh, so much like a dog. I love Fido. I love it. I love it so much. Alright, now instead of just clicking through this one, we are going to add it to the party. And that should take the spot of Azurill. Oops, not a nickname. Add to your party. Please select a Pokemon to swap. Poor little Azurill. Goodbye, Azurill. Oh, it's just fairy type. I didn't know that. I thought it was like maybe fairy normal. But nope, just fairy. Alright, Pokedex has been updated. We finally got our first 6 Pokemon. That's a Ralts. We gotta get it. It's a new Pokemon. We got to. Overgrow. I wonder what Overgrow does. I guess it absorbs water moves? They did say something about that. So, oh. Ouch. I guess Confusion didn't hurt us that much, which is amazing, considering that it usually does a lot. Psychic moves usually do. I'm surprised that it gives you access to a Psychic Pokemon this early in the game. I guess that's because you can kind of play it your own way, so you might end up running into something that you really shouldn't, and the Psychic Pokemon would be necessary. But we'll see. Nice. Excuse me. So far so good. So far so good. What is that? Oh, it was the sleeping Psyduck. I thought it was something new. So far we've caught every Pokemon we've come across. Call that a win. Oh, we found the Pokemon Center. And there's Nemona. Yeah, we're here. We're here. We were catching Pokemon. We're getting ready for our first day by catching a bunch of Pokemon. Leave the explanations to the pros. Happy to be of service. Welcome to the Pokemon Center. I'm here to keep everyone's Pokemon healthy. Here on my left is the Pokemon Mart counter. You can buy Pokemon or Pokeballs and potions. We accept payment in cash and league points. Okay. This to my right is the Technical Machine, TM Machine for short. It's your ticket to making TMs, which you can teach moves to your Pokemon. You will need to pay an LP, league points, and supply the machine with materials that Pokemon drop. Here's some materials. Oh, here's some LP. Okay. I'm sure she's got plenty of LP. So, we got both. The Union Circle, you can connect with other trainers and find yourself some adventuring companions. Ooh, that would be fun. We will, thanks. How to Tough Adventure? Get to the Pokemon Center. You have to know this sort of stuff for quizzes at school. Mnemonics help. Here's another one. Are you ready? And then let's go. Goofy, but it helps you remember you can send your lead Pokemon out with the R button. That way you can have the Pokemon that's walking with you go pick up items lying around or go battle or other stuff on its own. Cool. Okay. Auto battles. Nice. Okay. That'll be handy. We should try that out. Yes. I think we'll go try it out. I think we'll go over to where the Snorlaxes are and try sending out Sprigatito to battle on its own. See what happens. Should be all better now. Did you know? You can ask Pokemon Centers where to go next. Alright, how many... Hang on. How many Pokeballs do we have before we run off? Just 8. We're gonna need some more. Welcome to the Pokemart. I would like to buy. We'd like to buy some more Pokeballs because we're gonna need a lot more. Let's see. 10, I guess. Mom gave us 10 grand, but that only goes so far. And every 10, we get a Premier Ball. Do you come again? Alright, back to where those Psyducks were. I want to test this thing out. Where are the Psyducks? Oh, hello. That's a Wooper. I think. But it doesn't look like a Wooper. Scratch. Alright. Wooper, why don't you look like Wooper? I think it's a Paldea thing. I think this is one of those like, oh, it's different because it's in Paldea. I think I remember that. In my playthrough, I was just kind of rushing, so I didn't stop and catch a bunch of Pokemon, which not my usual style. So this one we're gonna take it slow. We're gonna play this normally. After losing a territorial struggle, Wooper began living on land. The Pokemon changed over time, developing a poisonous film to protect its body. This is the Paldean form. Nice. I wonder if that means we're gonna have to catch the other forms too. Alright. Let's see what happens. Nice. Defeated a Psyduck. Defeated an Azurill. Come on, Sprigatito. Keep up. Can we just run around with it out? Or do we have to, like, recall it? Oh, okay. So we have to actually, like, be near a Pokemon. Oh, hello. Wow. Something just made a noise. Did y'all hear that? Alright. Freeze Bite. Please don't die. Nice. Tackle. You should know better. We're catching you, Buzo. Nothing you can do about it. We got it. Go us. Alright. Oh, Fido leveled up. Covet. What does Covet do? I don't know. Covet. Endearingly approaches the target, then steals the held item. Alright, I guess you can do that instead of growl. There is something making a noise. What is that? Like, I can hear a Pokemon crying in one ear and some kind of in the other ear. A sea weasel. Nice. Weasel has been sent to your boxes. And that's another one for the Pokedex. Excellent. Okay, there it is again. But I don't see anything. It's not Azurill's sound. Oh, hello little guy. Gimme Ghoul Coin. Material accidentally dropped by a Pokemon. It seems that... Hey, I was reading that. Interesting. Okay. Thought we were gonna get to fight a Pokemon. Not so much. So this auto battling is kind of neat, actually. But it only lasts for the first Pokemon it's sent out for, so that's okay, I guess. Alright. I guess Nemona is gonna have us run around doing stuff, so we'll run around doing stuff. Are we able to use this now? I don't know. Oh. Hey, okay. You can play together with friends as you adventure around Paldea. If you want to play with nearby friends, you leave your internet connection in offline mode. If you want to play far, you go to online mode. You can form a group, tell your friends link code you set. When you want to join a friend's group, you'll need to enter the link code they share with you. Just remember that you won't be able to take part in link battles, link trades, or terror raid with anyone but your fellow group members while you're playing as a group. Huh. That's pretty cool. So you can actually run around with other people. That's actually really dope. Huh. I don't want to go over there. Are there any Pokemon over here? We should be heading to the school, because it's our first day of school. But instead, we're running around catching Pokemon, which I think is the real spirit of the school. Wow, a Fido. Cute. Are we just gonna run into the same Pokemon? So far, so good, I guess. Alright, Pommy. Alright. Pommy, Igglybuff, Fido. Alright. An experience candy. Very nice. I like experience candies because you can use them, and if they are large enough, you can actually kind of bypass just a singular level. What are these guys doing to Lechonk? Y'all have fun. That was weird. Why are they encircling Lechonk? Oh, a new Pokemon. Nice. It's not new overall, it's a Sunkern, but it, you know, new to our Pokedex, so we're gonna catch it. Nice. Tackle? You must be joking. Come on, Sunkern. Get in the Pokeball. Nice. Sunkern was caught. Hey! Echoed voice, and he wants to learn Charge. What does Charge do? Is this a power-up move, or it's a power-up move? Okay. So we'll just replace Growl, which is another power-up move. I'm sure there is something to having those kinds of moves on your moveset, but I'm not a professional battler, so I wouldn't know. Sunkern has been sent to the boxes. To the box with you. We still haven't found that squirrel. That's a little odd. He said he had just caught it, so it's got to be around here somewhere, but we haven't seen a single one. I wonder where he actually caught it. Nice piano interlude as we run along. Very, very nice. Nothing really going on. Ooh. We found an item. Always good. Okay. Wow. Tarountula. And Wooper. Hello, Wooper. Oh, look, a Magikarp. Hey, Magikarp, what's up? Can we battle him? Sprigatito is on the shore. Kinda counts. Right. Oh, nice. I thought it would actually do more damage than that. I'm good to know it didn't. Good to know. Glad to know it didn't. Scratch. Nice. Use Splash, which does nothing. Nothing happened. Used a Pokeball. You'd think that Splash would do something since it's like in the water, but nope. Nope, not even a little bit. And we got a Magikarp. Excellent. An underpowered, pathetic Pokemon. It may jump high on rare occasions, but never more than 7 feet. Wasn't there a game called Magikarp Jump where you could try to get it to jump higher than that? I'm pretty sure Magikarp can jump higher than 7 feet. I think that's a myth. I remember there being a Magikarp Jump game. Oh, hello. I was trying to fight you, but you ran at me. What's up, Chewtle? Are you a water Pokemon? Oh, very nice. We're just gonna stick with Scratch for now, because we've already damaged it once. Hopefully just 2 is all that we need, but I'd have to do a 3rd one. Hopefully we don't need to do that. Nice. We didn't have to do a 3rd one. I kind of want to just like leave it in the battles, just so that we have the battle music going. But our battles don't take that long, so I'm sure the gym battles will be a little more drawn out. We'll get a better chance to listen to the music. So. Alright, nothing we don't already have, which is fine. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're getting items and Pokemon. We're just piling them up. We're gonna be good at this Pokedex before we ever enter our school. I wonder how much we should train our Pokemon before we go. It's not like there's gonna be gyms right off the bat. Well, kind of. But nothing we have to face immediately. It wore itself out and came back to me. Oh my goodness. How are you down to 1 HP? We were winning our fights before. Huh. Okay. Interesting. So I guess these Pokemon are not as weak as the other ones. A squirrel. Hello, squirrel. We've seen you, but we don't have you. And so we must catch one. For our Pokedex's sake. We're gonna bite it. Right off the bat. Chomp. And it did in kind. Chomp. Nice. Ma'am, if you'll kindly get and stay in this Pokeball, that would be wonderful. Squavet says, yes. Squavet has accepted our capture. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Go us. Alright. Would like to give him a nickname? Nope. To the box with you. Okay. Oh, it was Lechonk. I was like, what is this ball walking towards us? It wasn't. It was walking away. Alright, let's see. Oh. This one we don't have. I'm trying to see as many of the Pokemon as we can catch in this area as possible. I'm trying to get them squared away before we head on to the next area, which is school. Acid spray. Rude. It was super effective. But we didn't get that hurt. Huh. Nice. We're really good at catching Pokemon. I wonder if there's like a raised catch rate on the ones in this area. Or if we're just really good at catching Pokemon. Because I would think in a game like this, they would adjust the catch rates based on 202. Jeez. Based on like what the area was and what level you were and all that kind of stuff. But I have no proof of that, so I don't know. Just a theory I had. X special defense. Okay. Alright, alright. Let's see. I might hit up this Pokemon Center and then take a short break so I can stretch my legs that I'm not allowed to say exists. Do we have one of these? We don't. Aha! Hello, Pokemon we don't own. Boon Sweet. Okay. Bite. There's like 3 of them, so I don't think we're gonna be too bad off if we... Okay, phew. I didn't actually want to accidentally kill it. In the Pokeball with you. Oh, we saw Under the World again. Come on, game. You gotta stop showing us underneath the world. It's a little freaky. We keep experiencing the same technical glitch, so I don't know if I can even call it a technical glitch at this point, since it's not really a glitch if it happens like all the time. Alright, Pokedex upgraded. Let's head back to this Pokemon Center and get healed up. Oh. Or fall down the hill, that's fine too. Ooh, Pelipper. Interesting. They're facing the direction that we were coming from anyway. Interesting. Need your Pokemon for a few seconds. Nice. Did you know? Oh, neat. We have emotes, cameras, an outfit, and our notices. Nice. Thanks. Okay. So we can change our... We can use our camera, which is pretty great. Press the Y to flip the camera and take photos of yourself. Press it again to return it to normal. When you want to take fancy or funny photos, left and right change the filters. Cool. So Y to turn it around. We should go take a selfie with Nemona. I gotta stand like real close to her. Oops. Right, we have to push the button first. Yes, thank you, thank you. Okay. We gotta stand like slightly in front of her so that she looks at the camera. Nope, she's too busy looking at us. Okay. It's a little odd that they wouldn't program the NPCs with the ability to recognize that there's a camera on them. I would think for a game that allows you to take selfies, it would have the characters recognize when there's an actual camera on them. Let's see. Filters. Ooh, fisheye lens. Blur. Starburst, whatever that means. Film reel. Toy camera. Monochrome. Sepia. Cool. Retro. Vivid. Dreamy. And no filter. I'll just take no filter. We'll just keep that. And then we have to use this button to take the photo. Oh. Is that just really how we take it? Wow. Nemona, you didn't want to take a picture with me? How rude. We could take a picture with our Pokemon though. That would be cute. Excuse me. Where'd it go? There you are. Sprigatito, what are you doing? Wow. Nobody wants to be on camera with us. That's very sad. Brigatito, please. I don't want to rotate the camera that much. But we can rotate it a little bit. I wish our character could kind of like... Oh, excuse me. Brigatito, please. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. We just have to use the regular camera, I guess. Do a little toy camera. No. Come on, little guy. Let's go to school. You can get back in there. He's gonna fall behind if we don't put him back in his Pokeball. Hello, fletchlings. Hello, Pokemon we already have. It's fine. It's fine. Nice. A potion. Ooh. Items hidden behind a rock. Don't mind if I do. We've got a full heal. And Metal Claw. Ooh, another one. And a revive. Excellent. Good choices. Hiding behind rocks. Let's see. I guess we have to go to school. Because I'm not seeing any new Pokemon for us to capture. But, you know, maybe there'll be some on the way. There's definitely a trainer there. Oh. Dang it. Not a Scatterbug. How did we run into this? Alright, Scatterbug. A bite. Tackle. Okay. How about another bite? Oh. There we go. Scatterbug fainted. Goodbye, Scatterbug. What a cool Pokemon. Mine? Oh, ooh, is that a Pachirisu? Let me show you this awesome looking Pokemon I just caught. Nice. I'd love to see it. Please show it to me. Youngster Luca. Alright, Luca, let me see what it looks like. Choodle. Neat. Got a little choo-choo. Alright. Sorry, Choodle. Nothing personal. We just have to beat Youngster Luca. It's in the contract. We have to beat everybody we come across. Even though that's not our goal. Yes, look, just looking cool doesn't cut it. Sorry, Youngster Luca. I thought he was cool looking. Thought it's pretty close to a pond. Maybe water types likes hanging out near water. Yes. I'm guessing a lot of this beginner knowledge is going to be beginner knowledge. So, I wonder how close we can get to the school without it actually triggering the next step. Because I'm almost positive that once we get close, it's going to trigger like it did with the Pokemon Center. So, I wonder how close we can get without actually getting close. What's in the bush? I have no idea, but it didn't show up as question marks, so we already know what it is, I guess. Nice. You know, I thought I saw a Pokemon that was near that kid, and then it didn't even occur to me to look after we got out of that battle. Oops. Let's go back over there. Where did that kid go? Where was that tiny giant? There he is. Alright, so when we were about to battle him, there was a Pokemon wandering around over here. Did it go up the tree, maybe? Possibility. It did say Pokemon can climb trees, so maybe it climbed the tree. Oh well. Ah. A Pecha Berry. Nice. I was trying to avoid him. Scatterbug likes to run into us. Granted, it's only happened once, but once is enough. More Pokemon we've already fought. Oh, we did not fight this girl. Boy? Girl? Not sure. You wanted to challenge me to a Pokemon battle, right? I guess so. Carlotta. Alright, Carlotta. Let's do this. Bounsweet. Alright, Bounsweet. Bite. Chomp. Oh. I held on. How nice. And then scratch. And Bounsweet has fainted. Goodbye, Bounsweet. It was a good effort. Oof, I stepped up and got smacked down. Sorry, kid. Good thing I bought these potions. It is a good thing. That sounds like an accident. Oh dear, oh dear. Don't like that. So there is a pretty busy street, like right outside my window. Let's technically on that side for you guys. And there's quite a lot of traffic. So let's get just a little paranoid when I hear it. Little buggy man. Oh, there's the school. Okay, so we can get this close without it triggering. That's pretty cool. I came to Mesagoza to make some deliveries, but let's have a quick battle. Alright, alright. Quick battle it is. Quick battle it is. Challenged by Iker the courier. Rickety. We haven't seen one of those. Too nervous to eat berries. Okay, we weren't planning on it. Hydrate! Wow. Hi, Cube. Welcome in, welcome in. We have not hit the school yet. We are still in the beginning area of this game. I don't know if you played Scarlet Violet yet, but that's what we're up to. Oh, not very effective. Okay, fair enough. How about bite? Oh, that did much better. Iker the courier has been defeated. Guess I delivered you a win. Wow. That was bad. That was a bad joke, and he should feel bad. But he doesn't. There are a lot of scatterbugs around here. I need them to chill. Is that a person? Hello, person. Any trainer worth their salt knows what? Oh, hello, ma'am. What happens when a Pokemon's HP runs out? They faint. Oh, it wasn't actually a Apophis. Alright, Hiker Paula, what you got? Slack off. Ooh. I want one. You enjoying your night, Cube? You joining us from anywhere special? Or just having a nice, calm, relaxing night in? Yawn? How rude. Grew drowsy. Sleep. How about Leafage? Will that do more damage? Oh, Truant. Interesting. Loafing around. Oh no, we fell asleep. Hanging out with a friend of mine, otherwise you would have been on time. Oh, that's okay. No need to worry. Okay, so we can't really use Fido because Lick is Ghost, and I think that the Pokemon is a normal type. So we're gonna send out Ponder. It's gonna get these paws. With a very nervous Lechonk in the background, which is pretty funny for me, honestly. Alright. Thundershock. Go get it. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. They get too exhausted to fight. We call that fainting, Hyperpala. We're very, very aware of what fainting is, thank you. I don't know if Hyperpala is aware. Hyperpala does not seem to be aware of anything. So. Sorry. I was doing that thing I do. Oh! Scatterbug is evolving. Nice. If we're gonna make a living dex, that means we have to catch a new Scatterbug. Scatterbug evolved into Spupa. Alright. Spupa. Nice. We have caught a Spupa. We still haven't decided if we're gonna do a living dex or if we're just gonna do a completed Pokedex. So I think for now we'll focus on just the completed Pokedex. But we may focus on that after we beat the game rather than as we go along. Although, I think as we go along, we're going to try to catch as many as we can. So, I think our ultimate goal for this run is not only to beat the game and complete any tasks that it has for us, but also to actually complete our Pokedex. I think that would be really cool. If we go the living dex route, we will need to probably have people give us Pokemon from Scarlet Violet that we can't catch, or from Violet that we can't catch in Scarlet, and then also see if they're willing to trade us like baby versions of the other two starters, because that'll be hard to get too. We'll see. The other option would be to pick up the other game. Let's see if that works, but I don't know about all that. Battle fell like me on your way to school, or actually coming from the school, we decided not to go. Ruben the janitor. Okay, Ruben the janitor, what you got? Gulpin. Oh my god, that was a big mouth. It could eat us whole. I don't like that. Bite. Oh right, we're still asleep. I forgot. I forgot we're asleep. Oops. Oops. I guess we'll use an awaken. Awakening! If I remembered we were asleep after that battle, I would have used it. Oops. Oops. Alright. Sprigatito woke up. Which is good. Now we're gonna use Bite. Not bad. Oh no, not yawn again. I don't want to sleep. Everybody's determined to let Sprigatito sleep. I think that means that we've been working Sprigatito too hard and they all feel bad for us. I don't know. Sorry, I was adjusting my legs again. I'm gonna do that about 38 more times this stream. Magical Leaf, of course. I guess we'll get rid of Home Claws since it doesn't actually do any damage. I'm sure it would be good if we were in a like competitive standpoint, but I don't play that way. So we just need more damaging moves. Safe trip then. Thanks, Ruben the janitor. I think that was his name. A Pokeball. I saw you. I didn't hear him, but I did see him. I've got two Pokemon. Two whole Pokemon. Am I cool or what? Very cool. Pere the student. Alright, Pere the student. Ooh, an Azurill. Right, so we can't use Dark Moves. Oh. Saw him the world again for a second. Let's use Magical Leaf. We just got it. Let's use it. Nice. Not super effective, but it was a one-hit KO. I do like that. Houndour. Will you switch your Pokemon? Yes. I want a Houndour. That's not fair. Oh. So we don't seem to have anything. This is probably a bad pick, but we don't seem to have anything that is strong against fire yet. Because we started with the grass type Pokemon, which means that we're gonna have a hard time fighting its fire Pokemon. So we'll need to find a water Pokemon from this game. I'm guessing probably Choodle, to take that spot. Because without a water Pokemon from this game, we're gonna have a real hard time, I think. I think Houndour is dark and... yeah, okay. So the ghost move was not very effective. Darn. But it did paralyze, which is good. May be unable to move. Howl. It raised its attack. Oh no. Covet. Why not? Did quite a bit. Leer. Ooh. Lowered our defense. Raised its attack, lowered our defense. I'm sure its next move would have been to kick our butts. But instead, we're gonna covet again. It'll be okay. And Houndour fainted. Nice. So us. Oh, sirens. I don't think they liked that. I think that was against us. We made the kid sad. Wow, my 2 Pokemon. How sad. I'm sorry, buddy. When you battle, the Pokemon at the top of your team goes first. Yes, we do know that. We know that quite well, thank you. Okay, so that leads us back to the school. Alright, I think we've caught everything that we can catch. I think we've battled everybody we can battle. So I guess it's time to go to the other Pokemon Center. And eventually the school. That wasn't so bad. I think... oh. Hello, Pichu. Way to make me into a liar. Alright, Pichu. Let's do it. We caught Pichu off guard. I'm gonna use Bite. Probably gonna regret this. I regret this instantly. Was there another one around? There was. Oh, thank goodness. I thought we'd lost our opportunity to catch a Pichu. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. We're gonna scratch this one. No. Oh no. I'm sorry, Pichus. I didn't mean to one-hit KO y'all. Pichu now is forever out of our reach. Well, we killed the Pichus, chat. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that at all. Ooh. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to hope for some to respawn. I'm guessing it's probably not easy for them to do so, which is a real bummer, but, dang. Can't believe we killed Pichu. Ugh, been having some nice battles. Yeah, I killed some Pichu. Hello, I'm a Pokemon League rep. Have you been having some nice Pokemon battles? If you can defeat 4 trainers in Area 1, there's a lovely prize with your name on it. You defeated 8 trainers. Double the required amount. Here is your lovely prize. Nice. We're holding this challenge for other areas around Paldea too, so stop by and try them. Nice. We got something for our list. I didn't actually read it. Heal my Pokemon. It didn't flag us for the door, so I'm guessing we actually have to walk towards the door. Rest of your team should be all better. Did you know? Pressing ZL you can lock on. We do know that. Throw a Pokeball with ZR. We do know that. We knew that because Nimona taught us that. Come back and see us again whenever you need. And the list of TMs has grown. Okay, cool. Alright, so unfortunately we managed to... oh, hello. It's one of the little gooblers. Hello, little goober. We caught him. Gimme ghoul. Unfortunately, we managed to kill both of the Pichus, which, yikes, means our Sprigatito is getting a little over-leveled for this area in terms of catching the Pokemon, which is a shame. I didn't think that was going to happen this early in the game. I didn't think that a level 11 would just flatten a level 6. So I'm a little bummed about that. But here in a sec, I'm going to take a quick break so that I can get up, stretch my legs, come right back. But I'm wondering if we should just go ahead and push through. Because I think I will wrap it up after we actually get into the proper section of the game this time. Because there's going to be this big opening sequence with the school. It's going to set up everything. Once that's all done, I think that's going to be our slowdown point. It may just be like, oh, we're going to take a break and come back. But it could be, you know, a fully wrapping up stage. Depends. It depends. So, this is going to be a lot of cutscenes. Always a fan of those. Always a fan. Reaching over here where my charger is for my cell phone because I'm letting it die and it's yelling at me. Like, you know, they do. But yay, Cece. Hello, Nemona. You finally made it. She was just chilling there at the other Pokemon Center. Did you battle some trainers on the hill? Bet your Pokemon are getting stronger. How about you show me how much you've learned in a battle? Okay. Nothing like having a friend around. Come on, let's have a fruitful battle. Okay. Sure. There's a lot of honking all of a sudden. She's doing the glove thing again. I like how she's got the little freckles. That's very cute. You're challenged by Trainer Nemona. Without Quaxly. Alright, we've got something for Quaxly. We've got... You seem like you're getting better at this, so I'm coming at you with 2 Pokemon this time. Okay. But it's just one at a time, so... Magical Leaf. Super effective. You really work on your type matchups. I can tell how badly you want to win. We used grass the very first time we fought you, Nemona. You're not gonna beat us. You're gonna send out Palmy. Will you switch your Pokemon? No, we're gonna keep our current Pokemon. We're gonna keep it. You're legit, Cece. Thanks. Sent out Palmy. Magical Leaf again. Battling you is a blast. Think I better pull out my ace in the hole. What? Oh yeah, the gimmick. Interesting. Nice. Terastallizing is always a solid strategy. It gives moves of the Pokemon's Terra type more power. That's gonna hurt. Ouch. But Thundershock is not very effective against us. Interesting. Terastallizing gives a real boost, see? Even when... I didn't get the whole thing. Oh, I guess even when the move's not very effective? Odd that it wouldn't be very effective. We're not ground type or anything like that, so... Why would electricity not be very effective against us? We're just grass. Is grass? I don't know. Fido wants to learn Bite. Okay. Instead of Tail Whip. Go for it. I'm keeping Lick. Keeping it. Okay. Learn Bite instead. We defeated Nemona. What? Man, I can't believe how fast you're improving. We just used the same Pokemon to beat you. Amazing, look at you, taking on a Terastallized opponent and winning, no problem. Come to think of it, you can't Terastallize yet, huh? Don't worry, I'll get you taken care of. You're so good, I forgot how new you are to this stuff sometimes. Forget, sorry. It was fun to battle you. Here, have some revives as a thanks. Put the revives in your medicine pocket. Let's go into the school, Nemona. School time. Miss Agoza's waiting just past this gate. At last, the city where our school is. Okay. There's a ton of hills and stairs and stuff in the city, so I'm going to take a quick breather and then catch up with you soon. Alright. Cool, 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 cool. And in we go. Now what? Now we wait for the loading screen. There we go. Right. Cutscene time. Very nice. Ooh. That look like clothes. Can we change our clothes? I don't know if we can. I think you have to wear the uniform in this game. There she is. We finally made it, huh? Are we gonna be late for school? This is Mesa Goza, the biggest city in Paldea. It's been a big trade hub since long ago. Lots of folks come here to learn about advances in technology and all kinds of other stuff. Nice. There's a hair salon where you can change your look, plus places with tasty food and fixings. Nice. What do you want to see first? Ooh, hair salon, I guess. You're a fashionista, are you? You just want a practical do that won't get in your eyes when you're battling. Speaking of battling, I want to be sure you'll be able to terastalize. There's a few things that gotta get done for that to happen, but I'll take care of them. Meanwhile, you just have fun looking around the city a bit. There's so much to do. Grab a bite, buy some accessories to spice up your uniform. If you want my personal recommendation? You gotta see Delibird Presents. They sell handy items for Pokemon to hold. Nice. Once you've seen your fill, we can meet up again in front of the school. Just be ready. The stairs up to the school are no joke. Wow. They don't look like a joke. Later then, get pumped for some terastalizing. Okay. Cool. Neat. Alright. I guess we'll look around the city. She gave us 500 bucks. And we have a lot of running around to do. Let's see. This is a food shop, I'm guessing. Seabreeze Cafe. They are selling some food. Nice. I didn't read through any of that. I'm sure it was important. But it's okay. Let's see. Food shop, a food shop. No? Oh, okay. I guess these are both food shops. Seafood fresco. No thanks. Food shop. That might be somebody's house. Hey, look, a Pokemon Center. Food shop. Food shop. This path's a dead end. Well, now we have to go down it. Some meals here fill you with egg power. That'll make it easier for you to find Pokemon eggs when you're out on a picnic. Interesting. They said it was a dead end, and they weren't lying. But there's a Pokeball over here, with a rare candy inside. Nice. That's what we get for not listening. I know, right? Is this also a food shop? Not so dead now. Welcome to Sure Cans. Our can-do attitude is sure to leave you smiling. No, thank you. This is the path to the West Gate. Good to know, I guess. Oh, look at the Pachirisu. Okay, so they don't automatically turn around to whichever way you're walking up from. That's interesting. Nice. Cube, have you ever played this game? By the way, did you know? Press B to crouch. Wow. We did know that. We did know how to crouch. Thank you. I like that they give you little tidbits, but a lot of the stuff we've already figured out. You have played Scarlet Violet. Well, which one did you play? Scarlet or Violet? Or did you play both? Both is also acceptable. Seabreeze Cafe. We already been to see. You played Scarlet. Oh, okay. Cool. We are playing Scarlet now. Did you beat the game or did you just play it? there a map to this place? There it is. Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay, I can zoom in and out. So if I continue forward, I will end up where all the salon stuff is. You don't believe you fully beat it. You beat the main story and that was it. Oh, okay. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Ooh. Picnic Knacks. The one-stop shop for all your picnic needs. Okay. Ooh. We can buy tablecloths and stuff. That's cute. I don't know anything about picnicking yet, so I'm just gonna ignore all that. Okay. Ooh, backpacks. Alright, Baggins is the name of the shop. Oh, there we are. Okay. Alright, so all the canvas backpacks are gonna look the same, just in different colors. We started with this one, so we'll probably change it. But I don't know if I necessarily like this particular style of backpack. We'll see what else there is to offer. The hair salon. Nice. We did say we wanted to visit it. Oh my god. What can we do for you? Hairstyling, I guess. Short, side braid. I think this is all going to be the same stuff that we saw at the very beginning. This is the one we're using. Well, we didn't see that one before. This one's kind of cute. We liked that one. But I think I like our current hairstyle the best so far. Yeah. Welcome in, Ash. Welcome in. Oh, there's Fidos in the corner, and they were snoring. That was that sound. That was super cute. How is game? We just got to Mesagoza, and we are wandering around. We have so far caught quite a few Pokemon, actually. I don't know how to access my Pokedex. There we go. Pokedex. So we have caught... oh, you can press the plus button. Oh no, that's when you're looking at a Pokemon. Okay. So we've caught 25 Pokemon. We've battled 32. We did run into a couple of Pichus and managed to kill both of them. Accidentally. Not my finest moment. Yes, reminder, everybody, drink water. A stylish hat. Go into the hat shop. We have a sporty cap currently. Oh. Sporty cap is an option. Everybody should drink water, not just the bot. Gatsby cap? Oh. Interesting. Or a beanie. No beanies for me today. Wow. Yeah, no hats today. The beanie was cute, but not today. Ooh, glasses. We can get glasses so we can match ourselves. Half-rim glasses. Okay. Oh, I can't see anything. I wish we could, like, zoom in on our character's face. I'm not a fan of the half-rims. And half-rim sunglasses. Okay. Not a fan. Alright. I guess maybe they'll get more stuff as we go along, or they'll get more stuff as we go to different areas. So, high socks. Okay. High socks are what we're already wearing, but it's not counting them as what we have on. Interesting. We must have a certain color. How about sporty high socks? Maybe we're wearing sporty high socks. I mean, it matches, but plaid high socks? Ew. Floral high socks? Interesting. I'm not sure how to feel about that. They don't really look like floral socks. They look more like polka dots. Okay, so if it's not like all the way high, I don't want them. It says high, but does it really mean high? Shoes? Zapaldea. I think that is a pun, probably. Alright, shoes. Yeah. So our same shoes, but in a different color. Forming. Couple? What does couple mean? It just looks white. How about earthworm? Gross. What does A, B, and C mean? About low top sneakers? What those look like? Oh, they're Chucks. Got it. Okay, we could buy some Chucks. I don't know if any of our Chucks would match. Pink ones. Pastel pink. Interesting. That doesn't look very good with the outfit. See, the thing is that I don't think that you can change your actual outfit. I think this, like, short and tie combo is what we've got to deal with. So I'm trying to find things that would match them, while still being more unique. So, do orange. Go for like a yellow and orange thing. Do orange and black, a la Halloween. Do more orange and white since the uniform has white in it. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so we know where the shoes are. That's pretty cool. But nothing else really caught our eye. So, another cafe. I don't know what this is. Rough and tough. Oh, okay. We got some more stuff here. Alright, we got gloves. Plain gloves. Ooh, fingerless mittens. Wow, they are horrifying. A pom-pom hat. Oh, look at that. Got a little pom-pom on it. So cute. Spicy pepper. It's like a little Christmas hat. Oh, look at that. It's got a little reindeer on it. That's so, well, it's probably like Stantler or something, but still. Zigzags, brown, beige, gray. What pink? What color pink is it? Ooh, I like that. Purple. Orange does match everything else we've got. How about red? Nope. I don't like that the band is such a different color. Like the pink one had a blue band. Oops. We're also looking at the glasses. Horn-rimmed glasses. Oh. Apparently we already own a pair of horn-rimmed glasses. Oh. It scrolled down real far. Real far, real fast. Modeled. Okay. Oh, they're sunglasses. I was like, what does it mean, red and black? Wear sunglasses. Be too cool for school. How about pink ones? Can do pink ones. Go back to the white ones. Not a fan of the white ones. I did like the black ones though, and it says we already own them. So we could just change into them, which would be cool. Alright, and I think camera is down. Let's change clothes up. No. Right. No. Left. Alright, cool. So we have an option for our uniforms. So we have the spring look, which includes pants and suspenders. We have summer, which is the one we're already wearing. We have autumn, which is got a vest and some longer shorts. And winter, which has the gray zip up on the top of it. We're gonna stick with summer. We have some crew socks, which is nice. We don't have to wear the tall socks anymore. We've got some school shoes, and we've got performance sneakers. I'm gonna stick with the school shoes for now. We've got school gloves, but... Ugh, gross. How do we take them off? Remove, please. I want to remove them. Oh, X. There it is. Took me a minute. Okay, we are using the school backpack, but we also own the canvas backpack, which I didn't like. So we'll go back to school backpack. We have a school hat. That's what we're wearing. We have a sporty hat. The little cap. And a school helmet, which is a helmet. We'll go back to the school hat. We're gonna put on our glasses. And we have our default case. Oh, default case. Huh. Okay. So we can choose our phone case. Interesting. Oops. Go back. Yes. Please stop changing my look. Okay, all we did was change our socks and put glasses on our face. That's okay. What's in this shop? Welcome to Chansey Supply. I'd like to buy, please. X attacks, powders, revivals. Nothing we need. Any other ailments? No, not at all. Okay. What else are we missing? Oh. Fancy Supply, Shurikens, Deli Kioso. Okay, Deli Bird Presents. That was the place that she told us to go. So that was what I was looking for. She said she recommended we check it out. That is the plan. I think this is the food. Oh, this is Go for Broke Grill. I didn't even see that one. What's this one? From the food place. Broke Grill. They're both Go for Broke Grill? Interesting. Where is this place? It's like way down there. Okay. Alright. Down the stairs we go. You know, Nimona, if you were gonna suggest somewhere that was complicated, you could have at least told me where to go. Would have been nice. Alright, this must be the place. Deli Bird Presents. Ooh, okay. So battle items, general goods, Pokeballs, and Rotom phone cases. We'll check out the phone cases first. Why not? Why not? Why not? Sounds like a good time. Okay, so we could have the Sprigatito case, so we can have little ears and everything. Yellow, green, pink, blue, turquoise, rose. I don't think any of these are really gonna make a difference, honestly. Nah, that'll be all for us. I was hoping for something cool. General goods. Ooh, an Everstone. Power weights. Soothe Bell. Okay, okay. Battle items. Miracle Seed, Charcoal, Mystical Water, Silk Scarf, Sharp Beak. Let's see. Miracle Seed, we could give that to our Sprigatito. Might do that. Gash. Right. We don't have a fire Pokemon yet that we can use. But we should get one for sure. Oh, I could have also done Quick Claw so that Sprigatito would be stronger, but I think I'm going to stick with Miracle Seed. Right, bags. Da, 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 da. Did I miss it? Oh. Okay, I don't know. Oops. I don't know what I was looking for, but I guess I wasn't looking for a literal seed. That was silly of me. Okay. Oh, that person had a weird walk cycle. You've seen much in lives gone by. Instead of your phone to peer into your past lives. Rotometry. Sure. I see a life you once lived. Where is this? Hisui? Coming clearer and focused. This previous life, you once tread the grounds of Hisui. I see you braving a great adventure in the Hisui region. An odd phone gripped in your hand. Wait, where is Hisui? I've never heard of it. Allow me to fashion for your Rotom a case that befits your memories. Huh. That's kind of cool. You got an ARC phone case. Okay. Alright. We did play Diamond and Pearl, so... See a life you once lived, Sinnoh? See you digging beneath the surface of Sinnoh itself and dazzling crowds and super contest shows. We didn't get that far. Something that befits your memories. Your case is finished. Carry it proudly. You got the Pokich case. Alright, cool. So we're able to use a phone case for an ARC phone. That's kind of cool. Or the Pokich. I think I'm going to stick with the default one. Little singy songy man. Very nice, very nice. Oh my god, did you see them glitching? Is it just me? Did I just see that by myself? Okay, interesting. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Hey look, a special character. Don't you get it? If you join Team Star, you can shine as bright as anybody. Seriously, what's with you? Don't you want to burn bright with awesome friends like us? Not really. Look, we've got a quota we're supposed to fill for new members, so just sign up already. I might rather not. Let's help her out. Hey, leave her alone. You went in on this too? If you're here to sign up, we'll get to you next. We've nearly got this one in the bag. I don't think you do. We're Team Star, kid. We burn so bright, it hurts to look at us. But you knew that, right? Nope. Another ignorant little nobody. Here, I'm finally part of Team Star, and still I get no respect. I gotta work my way up the ranks. Hey, we can't just let something like this slide. The honor of our team's on the line, so we got no real choice but to battle. That's true. You keep watching that little Four Eyes over there. I'll make sure this fresh-faced nobody ends up seeing stars. Aren't we also a Four Eyes? Like... Specifically, our character has glasses on. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Hello, Shroodle. How you doing? Look, Shroodle, it's not personal. But I kind of have to take you out. Flinched. Nice, 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 nice. Let's do it again. Fight. Shroodle has fainted. How wonderful. We've defeated the grunt. How come I'm the one seeing stars? Well, you did challenge us, and we are the main character. Why is a nobody like you so good at battling anyway? That's just not right. No way she beat you? Does that mean I gotta battle this kid now since I'm higher up? Pero bueno, what do you think you're doing? What? Student council, dweeb. She's gonna report us if we don't book it. I can't believe you. You don't have to go find randos to battle. You have all the battles you ever need with me. Chat. I think maybe Nemona's a little obsessed with us. I don't think that's healthy. It was those Team Star punks. Wait, they picked a fight with you? Wow, I read that wrong. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't start this. I'm not cheating on you, Nemona, I promise. You two have got Team Star written all over you. Is it the stars on their helmets, maybe? I bet you were trying to pressure people into signing up again, weren't you? We weren't not doing that. Well, that explains it. As head of student council, stopping this type of nonsense normally would be my job. But this is also the perfect chance for you to try my amazing and ultra rare gift to you. Wow. How lucky we are. I'm turning my purple down a little bit because it's like messing up the camera. Put the Terra Orb in your bag's key items pocket. Wow. Let's do it. With this Terra Orb, you can terrastalize your Pokemon during battle. Let's see, after it terrastalizes, I'm pretty sure Sprigatito will be a grass type. Normally you've got to take special classes to be able to get one of these, but I put in a good word for you. Now, give it a whirl. You'll learn to use it faster in battle than if I just explain it to you. What? You want this kid to practice wailing on us with their Terra Pokemon? Is that it? You got a problem? You want to battle me instead? Ugh, never mind. I'll take my chances with the new kid. Wow. Take your places and battle. I wonder why my headphones aren't picking up the sounds and actually lighting up today. So strange. I'll have to work on that. Alright, Team Star Grunt, what you got? A young goose. Interesting. Alright, selecting Terrastalize. Okay. It's a gimmick I probably won't use very much, but that's fine. Press R to Terrastalize. And Magic Leap. What starter did you pick on your other copy? I picked Fuecoco. But I didn't get super far, so. He's who you're gonna pick? Nice. He is a dopey little crocodile, but he is pretty great. It's definitely good to start with a fire since you can get grass and, well, kind of grass and water pretty much right off the bat. You have those three elements just from the gate. Plus, you can get electric with Pawmi, because it is an electric mouse. So, I think it's electric fighting, but I'm not sure. Grass is easy to get. Wow, just became legal there. Nice. Pull up Terrastalizing, no problem. Moves of your Pokemon's Terra type will hit even harder. Sometimes you'll find a Pokemon whose Terra type is different than the usual type, but that difference can open up your strategic options. Gotta charge your Terra Orb at a Pokemon Center after every use by healing up your team. Okay. I'll be on my way then, yeah? Hasta la Vistar. Hasta la Vistar. Okay. Instead of Hasta la Vista. Interesting. Team Star is basically a group of students that like to kick up trouble. They hardly ever show up to class, but when they get together in groups, they're a real headache. Even the teachers don't know what to do with them from what I hear. Excuse me. Well, thanks. So yeah, see you around. You're welcome. Oh, thank you. Welcome in. Oh, look at you. Already becoming a big hero around campus. I don't think I've seen that girl around. Maybe she's a new transfer like you. Hello. Seems like the trouble's died down, so we'd better book it up to school. Get ready to climb the worst staircase in the world. It is pretty gnarly looking. Look at this thing. Ugh. I'm tired just looking at it. And thus begins our Pokemon journey. I find the tutorial areas in this game tend to be pretty long, but so far this one's been the longest. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, we made it up the stairs, no problem. Now we just gotta go into the doors and start our Pokemon education. Sorry, my nose itched. Ooh. Here we are. Welcome to Naranja Academy. This here is the entrance hall. You can sign up for all kinds of classes at the desk, and the halls off to the side lead to different parts of the school. It's totally big enough to let loose some battle in here, but for some reason they banned Pokemon battling in the main entrance. Probably because of damage? Miss Cece, Miss Demona, how did you find your first school commute? It was tough. Oh dear, was it really? I suppose Miss Demona must have led you on quite the adventure. Not that I was expecting any less from our champion-ranked student council president. Reliable as ever. Well, I know how to look after my friends, right, Cece? Yeah. Speaking of which, we saw some of those Team Star kids in town, Director. You did? Where? Why is he so dramatic? Just down the stairs from the front gates, they were hassling this kid with an Eevee backpack. Quite the news. Are they still to be found out there? I don't know. Cece flexed on him and ran him off. We did. You don't say. Of course, it's a fine thing to try to help a fellow student, but you might wish to show a bit of restraint as you find your feet here at our academy. Miss Demona, do remember the school staff here are here to resolve such troubles. Right, yes sir, Director. Child with an Eevee backpack, you say? I suppose that might have been Miss Penny. I'm relieved to hear she's come to class at least. Miss Demona, if you be so good, do report to Mr. Jacques about this Team Star business. As your homeroom teacher, he should be kept apprised of such probing knowledge. You got it, sir. But look at the time. You two had better hurry along. Classes. I don't know why we gave him that voice all of a sudden. We're in class 1A. Come on, I'll show you the way. Let's go. I don't know why we suddenly gave him a voice. That was silly. Probably because I'm getting tired. There was a tiny, tiny child in front of us. Morning, Mr. Jacques. Hello, hello, everyone. There's some exciting news this morning. Who wants to hear it? The tiny child. I suppose I should have told you sooner, but we have a new little friend joining our happy homeroom as of today. It's us. We're the friend. I wonder what they'll be like. All right, you can come on in. It's us. We're very pretty. Could I trouble you for a few words introducing yourself? Right. I'm Cece. We're calm and collected. She's pretty cool. Looks like everyone's eager to get to know you. Alright then, who wants to be the first to ask our new friend a question? Me. Can I ask a question? Sure. What's your favorite thing about Pokemon? I like battling with Pokemon, I like collecting Pokemon, I like playing with my Pokemon, or I like everything about Pokemon. I like everything about Pokemon. Awesome, totally the same. Anyone else have a question? Me, I have a question. You went to all the trouble of enrolling here, so spill, Cece. What do you hope to get out of it? You must have some kind of dream, right? I want to complete the Pokedex, I want to be a strong trainer, I don't actually know. I don't actually know. Here, I get it. The possibilities are endless, right? You can decide. Thank you for telling us a bit about yourself. I'm Mr. Jacques. I teach biology. I'm also your homeroom teacher. That's your seat, second from the front. Wow, that walk cycle was a little... Alright, you ragamuffins. Be nice and friendly to your new classmate. We will, Mr. Jacques. I'll just beat him up. Get to know the Academy campus by exploring a bit on your own. I don't want to explore. Looking for Nemona? Yeah. You got called to the staff room just now. Welcome to the Academy. Yo, new kid. Glad to have you. What? You want to talk to me? You said it out loud. Classes in session, we tend to be on our best behavior, but our best still isn't that good. About before. Thanks for answering my question. Okay. Alright. You're all bored. You can move around the school. Try checking out places on the map where you see where someone might be hanging out. Perhaps you'll discover something. Now choose a location and start exploring. Alright, we can go to the cafeteria, we can go to the staff room, and we can stay in our class. We're gonna go to the cafeteria first. We're gonna go see Arvin. He's a mysterious figure. Hi, Arvin. Oh, hey, so we meet again. You remember me, right? From the lighthouse. Yeah, exactly. That's my little know-it-all, buddy. Got a mind like a steel trap. No, it was just an hour ago. No need to tell me your name. Cece, right? The whole school seems to be talking about you. The new kid who showed up with the president of the student council. I did do that. I normally wouldn't even bother showing up for class, but I came all the way to school today just to talk with you, our new celebrity. You've got to help me so I can finally make my dream a reality. What is this dream? Caught your interest, have I? You want to hear all about my dream, right? That comes as a surprise, but I'm all about that picnic life. The great outdoors, the perfectly prepared sandwiches, all of it. I do like sandwiches. Not half bad at cooking either, I can tell you. Right now I'm researching new recipes that will help Pokemon feel better. Real health food, see? I found this book. It had a section about these Herba Mystica things. There's some kind of special herbs that heal up any Pokemon as soon as it eats them. There are a total of 5 different types of Herba Mystica, based on what I read. Just taking a lick of them, once they've been powdered, will get your blood flowing, provide nutrients, prevent aging, it'll even boost the immune system. These herbs seem like they're the real deal, only found here in Paldea and rare to boot. Okay. This book says they're guarded by Titan Pokemon, meaning they're going to be pretty tough to try to grab even a few sprigs. Titans are, well, they gotta be things like this. Oh, my god. No, thank you. Oh. Okay, that kind of looked like a Dawn fan. I really want to get those herbs for myself, but I'm not very good at Pokemon battles. Don't have any friends with strong Pokemon to lend me a hand either. Hey. Hey, what? I'd never hear the end of it if I went crawling to that student council girl. But here you waltz up. You've got to help me out with this. You'd be perfect. B. C. D. A, B, C, D. A to Z. Oh. Wow. Wow. No, wait. I don't need an answer yet. I'll just register the places where it seems like there might be Titans in your map for you. Look what you started. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Cube, how could you? Oh. Alright. I do my own cosplay. That is true. I do my own cosplay. This is a leotard. I have a belt on. You haven't been able to see it the whole time. I have a jewel. I was gonna say tape to my forehead, but that's the wrong word. You do sometimes? What kind of, what characters do you cosplay? Do you have a particular, like, style that you do? Do you do certain animes or games or both? I'm always looking for new cosplay friends, for sure. Bag of Stardust. Ooh, he's paying us. April is Comic-Con in your city. Nice. I think the next big convention here isn't until the summer, which is a-okay by me because I still have a lot of last-minute ironing out to do to get some of these up to snuff. Like this one is gonna need the brooch here on the cape, even though the cape is just kind of okay. Also, I don't like this wig. It looks very bluish purple in the camera because of my light, but it's actually a very like bright purple. So I do want to find something that's very close to this color, maybe a little more purple, and get that done. Yours is in Ontario? Awesome! I'm in America. In the South, to be specific. Although, I do have somebody who is absolutely convinced that I live in Wyoming, so that's fun. They don't, but they're convinced. America, I know. Oh, he ran away. We already said yes, and he's like bribing us with money and running away. All right. phone rang. Uh-huh. I hacked your smartphone so I could talk to you. I hope you don't mind. What do you mean hacked? As far as you're concerned, it means I basically am in control of your phone right now. You want to make a SpongeBob mascot? Okay. Like a mascot suit that you can wear? That would be fun. Cassiopeia. Never mind that. It's you I want to talk about. You're your trainer with serious potential. Nice. If that description is accurate, there's something I'd like to ask of you. Tell me. Do you know about Teamstar? I do know about Teamstar. Kinda. I battled them. Appreciate you being upfront. And my son wants me to make Batman. Ooh, Batman would be fun. Is your son gonna cosplay too? It seems like it could be a lot of fun. Do like a Batman and Robin thing. A group of troublemakers formed by some academy students a while back. Has since he was 5? Nice. I don't have any children, so I can't dress them up. He's 9. Nice. So like for 4 years now. That's pretty cool. Most kids kind of, I guess, get away from the whole costume thing as they get older, but it'll be nice to hear that he's keeping on with it. That'd be cool. I hope he likes it. Plus, learning how to sew is a skill for life. Come with a plan to bring down Teamstar and force them to disband for good. Jeez. Operation Starfall. Okay. I need allies to carry out this operation. I'd like you to be one of them. No. No need to reply right this second. We can discuss the details some other time. I just said no. I'll leave you to it. Bye. Wow. Whoa. Please try to keep your voice down if you're making calls. I'll be more careful. You don't want anyone overhearing any personal information after all. Honestly, there's so many things we need to be careful about this day and age. That's true, for real life. On you go then, young lady. Okay, director. Leave me alone. Was he spying on me? Teamstar, you say? He was spying on me. Sorry about the loud noises out there. This is fun music. I didn't go there. How do I go places? What class would I like to take? None of them. I want to take classes. I want to go somewhere within the school. It said I could get places, but it just sent me down here. Maybe with this? Where do you want to go? Okay. Whew. To the staff room. Alright, to the staff room. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of hair. That's about as much hair as I have in real life. No, I'm just kidding. My hair is not that wild. Champion Nemona, I trust you handle this in my stead. Sure thing, you can count on me. In fact, I bet this is gonna be fun. Glad to hear it. Good day. Does your hair have a mind of its own? Like it just go around? What is happening? Oh, Cece, hey. Who was that? Piqued your interest, huh? That lady is, well, they call her La Primera. That hair? What about this one's hair? She's strong. She can do pretty much anything. She's got cool practically coming out of her ears. She's basically everything I want to be, or that any Pokemon trainer would want to be, really. Oh, which reminds me. Remember in homeroom when I asked what your dream is? And I said I don't know? If you're still trying to decide what it is you're looking for, I've got an idea for you. You should try to reach champion rank like me. I don't know. But a talent like yours deserves to be used. Hear me out. The trainers who reach champion rank are the ones who raise their Pokemon really strong. They're pro battlers. Their moves keep crowds absolutely on the edge of their seats. You have to prove yourself to the Pokemon League to officially get the title of champion, which Nemona has already done. And to do that, you have to do more than just take classes. You've got to take on 8 Pokemon gyms and win and collect their badges. Once you've done that, all that's left is a special test, the Champion Assessment. Once you pass that, then at long last you'll be a champion. Okay, so like previous games. It's every Pokemon trainer's dream. The coolest title anyone could ever hope to get. Nemona, you're already a champion. Not to brag or anything. I reached champion rank during our last treasure hunt, you know. Oh, the treasure hunt's a special independent study thing we've got. Should happen soon. Our last one started not longer after the beginning of the school year. It's great! You get to leave school to go and have an adventure and learn however you want. I guess you could say my journey to becoming a champion was the treasure I found. Maybe. I don't know yet if it's the answer I'm looking for. Wow. Cool. Anyway, I've got a feeling I'd be able to get even stronger if you and I were both working at it. But you're already a champion, Nemona. Let me go ahead and save the gem's locations in your map app, in case you decide to go for it. Hey, thanks. I think we should change the ARC phone. Now that I've seen it pop up a couple times, I think we should have. Added to your map app. Alright. We have a third goal. That's cool. So far, I just kind of want to help the guy find the herbs. Seems like the best use of my time so far. Ding dong, ding dong. Oh, ding dong dong ding. Sorry. Miss Cece to the director's office. Aww. I don't want to go to the director's office. Right, to the director's office, I guess. Where do I want to go? The only place I can go. I like how it only gave us one choice that time. Not like, oh, explore a bit and then you can go. No, that's it. That's all you get. Man. Oh. Hello, Director. Thank you for coming. Have you been enjoying your time here at Naranja Academy? I've been here for about an hour. That's most wonderful to hear. Now, you may be wondering why we could not simply have conversed earlier in the cafeteria, but let me assure you, there is a reason why I asked you to meet me here in my office. It seems that a friend of mine has a rather serious matter they would like to discuss with you. Okay. Where are they? I don't see them. I like how we fully looked around like, where's this person? I'm afraid they're not actually here in this room. Just allow me to connect us. As if we don't know how Skyping works. Or video call. Or Zoom. Teams. Something. Hey, she's on our TV. Hello, lady. Hello, it's nice to meet you. My name is Professor Sada. I carry out Pokemon research within the Great Crater of Paldea, a site known as Area Zero. Ooh. Okay, I want to do that. That's what I want to do. I want to go there. The professor is in fact a graduate of our fine academy, as well as a splendid researcher. Okay. Why does she want me to talk to her? Allow me to get straight to the point. Why do you know my student ID number? That's a little personal. You're the student who travels with the unusual Pokemon Koraidon, is that correct? Yeah, I guess. Had it for like 3 hours now. I appreciate you were honest in confirming this. That's a little weird. Not that I do not mean to offend you. In fact, I wish to ask for your assistance. Assistance? Oh. Hey, Koraidon. What are you doing out of your Pokeball? Oh, how good to see that you're well. It has been quite a while since we last met. Okay. Koraidon was once in my care, you see. This is Arden's mom. They told us that earlier. This Pokeball was also originally mine. I assume you received it from a young man sorry, Arvin, not Arden. I don't know why I keep putting a D in his name. I am no longer in any position to be able to manage that Pokemon myself. This is what I would like to ask of you. Will you continue looking after Koraidon on my behalf? Yes. Yes, I will. I appreciate your agreement. Koraidon has been greatly weakened and is incapable of battle. It can take a form specialized for mobility. In all likelihood, it will require some time to fully regain the capabilities it once had. Okay. I'll provide you with my contact information. Would you please get out your phone? Sure. I will be in regular contact going forward and to keep tabs on your status. Okay. Sounds cool. Until then, Thanks, Professor. So he's currently... Could this Pokemon have its origins within Area 0? Maybe. Director, are you secretly a bad guy? Don't tell me you actually did it. I did what? What did she do? What are you whispering about? Sir. I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. Seems the professor is asking quite the favor of you. But of course, the Academy is always here to support you in any way that we are able. I do hope you'll continue to enjoy your school life together with that Koraidon. I'll try. Unless she takes me away from my duties. Alright. So now we have gotten stuck on like 28 things. Excuse me. Hi Nemona. You're still here. Getting called to the director's office? How'd you land in that much trouble already? Kidding. I know it wasn't like that. It was exactly like that. I am the worst student to ever walk in the door. I started fights instantly as soon as I saw somebody. Mr. Jacques wanted me to show you the way to the dorms. Your own private room. Let's go check it out. Okay. I already know that you can't decorate your dorm room, which is kind of a bummer. It would be cool if you could. Even if it was just like simple. Like if you could pick the sheet color or something. That would be cool. Ta-ta-ta-sheen. From today on, this is your room. I'd rather see my room back home. It's as new to me as it is to you. I've never been in here before. Maybe check out your new bed. It looks comfy. You must be pretty worn out from all this stuff happening on your very first day, huh? A quick rest on a bed is all you need to get yourself and your Pokemon healthy again. I'll see you tomorrow when you're rested up. Then we can battle even more. Take care. She just wants to battle me forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Which is a level of obsession that I don't know how to feel about. Oh, okay. So since we can't really do anything, it's your own personal kitchen. We can feed ourselves. It's a study desk. That looks true, the one I had a job for. I mean, it looks like a bed. It looks like a dorm room bed. It's probably just as good as any other bed. Like, probably a cheap mattress. Probably not the most comfy, but I'm sure it's fine. The days quickly fly by after you start your life at Naranja Academy. The last day arrives for your true adventure to begin. Oh, then at last the day arrives. The last day. I thought maybe it was like the final day of school. Nope. Alright. Ding dong dong ding. Attention all students, today marks the beginning of an important new assignment. Please assemble in the schoolyard where I will explain in more detail. Okay, I bet that was the director. Nemona! She came bursting into my room. It's time! Wow. This tutorial is very long. I've been waiting forever for this. Come on, let's go out to the schoolyard. Okay. Where do you want to go? The schoolyard, I guess. Doesn't give me much choice. Oh well. Out we go. Alright, we are assembled in the schoolyard. Excellent, it seems everyone is here. And it's time that I explained your independent study assignment. Oop, my little thing is going to be in the way. We're going to move this over here for the rest of this. The theme will be a treasure hunt. I will ask each of you to set out and travel the world in search of your own treasure. You have all learned much within the walls of our fine academy. We have not learned a thing. We haven't taken a single class. But now it's time to turn your eyes upon the wider world and deepen your understanding. Explore Paldea's abundant nature, soak in its rich culture. Discover the Pokemon that live here. I'm down with that. Get to know the people too. They're fine. Where will you travel? Who will you meet? What will you achieve? And of course, your Pokemon partners will be there to help you. You will journey together, learn new things together, share each other's thoughts and find something you might always treasure. So other students have done this multiple years before, I'm guessing, at least 1 year before. But we're just doing this now for the first time, and I'm guessing some of these other students are doing this now for the first time. So it's a little strange that they're acting like, oh, the one thing you'll always treasure. But this is not the first year they've done this. So if you've already found the thing you'll always treasure, why would you do this again? Do you get to like opt out if you've already found it? I have so many questions. Oh well. Alright. Today is the day. Our adventure begins. Oh, look at that Cyclozar. Come on, yeah, it's time for the great outdoors. No answers for me. I know. Who knows? Come on, Cyclozar, we're riding out. Okay. She has a lizard. Take care, everyone, and remember, the great crater of Paldea is exceedingly dangerous. Entering it is a violation of school rules. Okay, you got it. Hello, Nemona. What are you waiting for? Let's go. What if I don't want to start running immediately? What if I want to decide my treasure before I go? Fine. Oh, it's good that we can fly directly to this spot. Alright, Nemona, what do you want? Okay, okay, call my name. The treasure hunt, it's finally starting. What are we supposed to do? Fair question since it's your first time. Let's walk and talk. I don't want to walk and talk, just tell me. This tutorial has taken long enough. This tutorial has taken 3 hours. I was so distraught I threw my Joy-Con. Treasure hunt is a huge part of the Naranja Academy school year. The point isn't to get us all looking for some actual hidden treasure, necessarily. That would be cooler, not gonna lie. We're more just making our own adventures to see what experiences Paldea has to offer. Okay, so they're just like making us go learn ourselves. You could try to beat the gyms, you could help people in need, you could hunt for real capital T treasure if you wanted. There's stuff we'd never learn sitting in the classroom. This is our chance to learn it. That's cool, I guess. Plus, there's so many chances to battle, which is obviously perfect for me. You and me for sure got a battle if we run into each other out there. Hope you're ready. Yeah, I guess so. Battling can wait. I meant to tell you. Did you know your phone's map lets you set yourself destinations? Try setting one of the gyms. Nope. Giving your own friends insider advantage. Arven? Insider advantage? You make it sound like we're cheating. All I did was suggest that she check out the gyms. It's up to her where she goes. She's gonna have her hands full searching out Titan Pokemon with me. She doesn't have time to waste on something like chasing after the champion rank. Me and her are gonna be too busy visiting the layers of Titans and nabbing their Herba Mystica. I mean, we did say we would do that. Really? Don't go filling our head with weird stories. Hey, all I did was invite her along. It's up to her whether she goes, right? Yes. Sure. And then our phone rings, and I bet it's Cassiopeia. Because this is how tutorials work. Hey, it's Cassiopeia. It's at Operation Starfall. Remember what I told you before? Team Star is made up of 5 individual squads. Each one has their own base. I need you to go to each base, all 5 of them, and beat the squad boss. Team Star's grunts might try to get in your way, but I'll be helping you out, from a distance. And heads up, the bosses each specialize in a different Pokemon type. Just remember the names of their crews, and you'll figure it out. No need to worry. With your skills, I'm sure you're more than up to the task. I'll just go ahead and add the base's locations to your phone for you. Wow. Rude. We have so many tasks to do. Wow. We have 3 different tasks. None of them we decided ourselves. Good luck with those bosses. I'll hook you up with some nice rewards every time you beat one. Wait a second, who are you supposed to be? Team Star, those punks are a serious hazard. They're not Cece's problem. That's right, because she's got more important things to do, like searching out awesome ingredients with me. I thought it was up to Cece to decide whether she goes or not. Wasn't that what you said, Nemona? And Arven? Gasp. How do you know my... I'm looking forward to seeing what you can pull off, Cece. Bye. Wow, me too. What was that all about? Cece, I'm glad you're making plenty of friends. Try not to get dragged into anything dangerous. No more weird vibes. We got a big adventure to start. I'm gonna battle every single Pokemon trainer I meet. If I just keep trying to become the strongest, I bet that experience will be the thing I treasure. Guess I'll start by heading to a gym and training up some new Pokemon. Here, I'll send you a pic of what the gym buildings look like. Yeah, okay. Ugly. Oh, and I know we've been running our mouths, but it's your call what you do. Go where you want and do what you want. Really want to do the most. Oh, what you want to really do the most. Okay. Treasure of our very own. For me, that's gotta be my big dream of tracking down the Herba Mystica, that is. Okay. Once we get those herbs, I'll make you the absolute best sandwich you've had in your life. Does sound nice. Wow. What'd you come out for? Did you come out because you said sandwich? Yes. You're not getting one. Aw. Can we go now? He wants to start moving. It's telling you to get on. Yeah, it's telling us that we've been doing this tutorial for too dang long. Jeez. Oh, he can jump. That's kind of cool. Jump over obstacles, blah, blah, blah. Okie dokie. Oh, he wrapped his tail around his own belly. Wow. It transformed. Now it looks like some really weird Cyclozar. As long as you have Koraidon, you can pretty much go anywhere. Paldea's your cloister. Yeah, maybe. If you're gonna search for those Titan Pokemon, I'd say set out from the east. But since Cece is actually headed to take on some gyms, I'd say go for the west. It's way too easy to get lost out east. Man, this is why I can't get along with you. I'm out of here. Catch up soon, little buddy. Wow. I'll head to a gym. See you around, Cece. I don't want to do any of that. What if I just head out the front gate? Instead of going east or west. Just go out the front. Wow. And there's classes to take. What if my treasure is the knowledge we gain from classes? Then there are mass outbreaks occurring. What if I just want to catch Pokemon? Man, none of them really asked me what I wanted. But that's okay. I think that's gonna do it for me for tonight. That tutorial took us like 3.5 hours, and I didn't think it was gonna take that long. So I'm gonna wrap it up because my stomach is still making weird noises and I need to fill it with food. So I hope everybody has a great, wonderful rest of your evening. I hope you get lots of rest, relaxation, a snack, and definitely remember to hydrate. And I'll be back in the morning with more Animal Crossing. I'll be back Tuesday evening for some more Wildflowers around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be back Thursday with Dreamlight Valley. And of course, I'll be back next Saturday with more Pokemon Scarlet. So that'll be fun. It'll be fun to see what we choose to dress up as next time. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great night. And I hope to see you soon. Bye!